Yet?
The double V, as we like to refer
Has
to it.
that been done? Can that happen?
I
It's
think
legal.
I
It's
think
not talked
Horton-
about much, but it is legal.
He
I
said
think Horton pulled a triple vignette at one evening, actually, earlier in
Yeah,
our
it's sort of like a double and triple axle, you know. It's not easy, but I'm a
to thread
professional.
the needle.
Indeed. Okay, so when we last left off, it was a bit of a mini Cliffy. You guys had started the episode. You had, well, first of all, on your way to Magnamar in the covered wagon sent by Crispin Greaves in the wagon train, a terrible storm had swept up, and Aridin Sparrowhawk had conked his melon and fallen out of the car you guys were in, the covered wagon you were in, and when he came to, he was not Aridin Sparrowhawk anymore, but his doppelganger or alter ego, I should say, Findabar Maliag. And at that time, his new familiar flew to him, Atticus Finch. So now you have exchanged a Aridin Ranger for a Findabar Mage.
I think we got
And
screwed on that exchange.
yeah, I'll let you decide
time.
who came out better on that.
I hope
that
he has
deal.
fucking haste. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. And then through cover of night and through some nefarious means, you found yourself at Crispin Greaves' tavern in the middle of the night. And I believe you guys, let's see, the Howling Gale. And after meeting Greaves and exchanging stories, he made sure you were well fed and bedded down. And then the next day, you kind of strategized and decided that if you're going to make it through Magnamar, because you're now wanted men, that you would have to disguise yourself.
Oh, yes.
And with a little bit of help from Crispin's friend and barber, Barbie Benton-esque, you managed to, some of you cut your hair, change your visage, others used magical means. So maybe we should just go around and remind everyone of what everybody did to that end. And let's start with Jill Barr.
Well, Gilbar went ahead and allowed his identifying silver locks to be shorn. So now he has a close-cut black set of black hair, and he also went ahead and shaved his beard, so he's now clean-shaven. He wanted to make sure he still clearly represents that he follows the faith of Abadar, so he's basically disguised himself as a sworn soldier or sentinel or guard of the Abadar temple. So he still is purporting that. He's got a cloth of gold cloak on and has the full plate armor still, but appears to be to a wandering eye a completely different person.
They're talking about that guy.
Hey, who's next?
I can go. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Riven cut off his dreads and shaved. But more than anything, I think he I don't know if it's a disguise, but he was wanted to look more friendly or more normal. So I think he kind of dressed up a bit like a dandy of sorts, if I remember. Does that sound right?
That's right.
Then I think somebody else.
Right.
Was it Jill? I can't remember who else's character kind of was in the same vibe. But anyway, yeah, that's what Riven's doing.
I'll go next because of that. I had some old dandy. I had a dandy wardrobe from that Bedhead used to make me wear, so I put that on, looking a little. Used to make me a little role playing, not this kind of.
Sure.
And then, I also, before I was trying to look, even though I'm 22 years old, I have a boyish face. before I was trying to bring that out and really look like the young, innocent school lad. So now I'm a little more roguish, tousled my hair a bit, and I'm growing out a bad, even though I'm 22, all I can grow is kind of a bad teenage mustache, so I'm growing that out. I'm pretty sure that'll cover stuff up. No one will.
Gross.
All right, who's next?
I think Dojo, didn't he trick out like a leper? Isn't he?
Oh,
wrapped
yeah.
up?
Yeah, he's all wrapped up like a deuce.
Like somebody who lives in old Chicago in the 25th century.
There it is.
All right. Who else?
Glurk has put on a hat of disguise, and he looks a little bit like Ciri from The Witcher. Blonde hair. Just recently had a baby. He's really getting into the role. He's role playing a bit.
Feather butt. Rocking a feather butt.
Absolutely. And pushing a pram.
What do you have in that pram?
Gorbash. I'm not gonna let
Your
Gorbash.
ancestral great axe.
Your pram.
Yep, I got Gorbash in there.
And remember, that was almost exposed at the end of last episode.
But luckily, Gilbar saved me. My
Indeed, he did.
baby.
He's always saving our grease.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his job, man. All right, so what about Rito?
Also, hat of disguise, dressed as Nellie Olson, Little House on the Prairie. Again, bedhead,
Gross.
forcing some action. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, in these guises, you find your way over to Aldern Foxglove's townhouse, where you're met, confusingly, with a young and supple Aisha, Foxglove's wife, and a seemingly young and healthy Aldern. But things aren't always as they seem.
No, this is
It
weird.
turns out that both of them were in fact faceless stalkers that had been sent by some shadowy figures to impede your efforts, and you quickly dispatched of them and searched the rest of the townhouse, where you found a couple things of note. You found the original deed to Foxglove Manor, and within that you found that hard evidence of the deal between the Brothers of the Seven and Vorel Foxglove, wherein the manor would revert to the Brothers of the Seven in 100 years' time, which is actually not too far out now. And that's a bit of a kind of hanging chad, as it were. We're not quite sure what that means, given the fact that the Foxgloves, any known Foxgloves, are dead, and the Brothers of the Seven are still unapprehended. So we just kind of let that swing in the wind. But you do have that document, or at least a copy of it. You also found some booty, I believe.
What kind of booty?
How much? Well, you tell me. How much booty?
I believe it was 2,000 platinum.
Oh, that's right.
Wow. What a
Zero
generous
electron.
dungeon master.
Oh, gee.
2,000 platinum that, despite my many hints, you decided not to stop back at the Greaves, the Howling Gale, to drop off in Safeguard, but you have on your person still.
I can hide
Okay.
some.
Sorry we missed those hints. I apologize.
All right. So, when you left the townhouse, you realized that something was going down at the 7 sawmill, and that you needed to go investigate, because that is likely. So you've puzzled where Justice Ironbriar, aka nefarious Justice Ironbriar, who may be involved in more than just being a justice, has his potentially, you're presuming or surmising, may have the headquarters of the skin saw cult. So, as you leave the townhouse, you see that I can't remember who made the perception check. I think a few of you did, but you see that you are being watched. And you started going down the street, and then a kindly old lady wanted to see Timmy's baby. And he wouldn't show it to her, and she got angry. And then a drunk came out, and a scene ensued. And shit looked really dicey, but then Jill Barr came up, and as a follower of Abadar, talked to the guard on duty nearby, who can also be a follower, and things were smoothed out. And then you made your way across. Let's see, I think the plan was to have a few of you scout the sawmill, because it's late in the afternoon at this point, and the rest of you were going to wait at a nearby cafe, if I'm not mistaken. And
Right.
that's where we left things.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're at. A couple bookkeeping things. Starting tonight and moving forward, I want to take more. I've been a little loosey-goosey, one might say, with following up on your memorized spells, but now that things are getting higher level and things are literally life and death is in the balance, we're going to start a practice as we go into combat of me reviewing all the spells that you've memorized and are putting on, just for bookkeeping purposes. And I will make note of that.
I'm looking at my
So just be aware, which I haven't been doing, but I know you're all completely honest brokers and have written out beforehand all of your lists of spells. But now, of course, we will be tracking them just for the benefit of the group. That being said, perhaps now we could do a Quaker review.
Oh yeah.
Quaker.
I think D just got zilch.
Let me dig out the book.
Get the book
Yeah,
out.
I'm pretty sure, despite numerous nominations from my good friend Rito, Jill Barr is at 0 still.
Yeah, I've got Glurk with 3.
Come on.
That's right.
Riven with 2. Eridan with 1. And everybody else with 0.
Oh! That's not how you want to go into this.
Well,
Okay.
we supposedly have a super generous DM, so I don't think I'm worried about it.
Yeah, I've
Now,
heard legendary.
Is this accounting? Is this accounting for the inter-game Quaker that was awarded on Slack? For
Don't recall.
Who got a?
For his
Was that me?
picture?
I remember that. Yeah, sure. Who got
No,
a
that was
picture?
for Glurk drawing the picture of the group.
Wanted posters included. Yep.
That's the
12/7.
third one.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
I should have known. I should have known Rito's always on it. Okay, so as I see it, Glurk has 4, Riven has 3,
2.
Eridan has 2, and everyone else has 1 because I'm giving everybody a free Quaker.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh.
How come?
Not as much out of benevolence, but out of fear for your life.
Great.
Read into that how you will.
Yeah, everybody got a Quaker out of the deal. Nice.
Yeah. So we should be kosher on Quakers, as it were. Is there anything that needs to be brought up by the Minister of Coin?
Can we buy Quakers?
Ooh, that's a good. Well,
No, this isn't medieval Europe.
I mean,
You cannot buy Quakers.
if you provide Hortness and Nog, if you know what I mean.
I think that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
We got a lot of platinum.
Yeah.
Nog.
By Minister of Coin, are you referring to Jill Barr in that role, or are you referring to Mike in that role?
I'm referring to the person who tracks your treasure, which I believe is Jill Barr, the follower of Abadar, who is the Master of Coin. Is that not right?
Correct. So just wanted to clarify, make sure our roles were in proper order. On my end, I believe I've given forth to everyone the coin, which we each have accumulated from our various adventures. I sent out that in addition to the 4,100 and change each person, with the exception of Riven, had accumulated, that with that platinum, we each had an additional 2,500. We also do have now over 11,000 gold in our group fund. So we are going to be looking for a bag of holding when the opportunity arises here in Magnamar. The bigger, the better. Beyond that, please make sure each of us should have a potion of cure serious wounds, courtesy of Father Xantus in Sandpoint. If you don't have that on your character sheet, please add it immediately. And then, Riven, just making sure you saw those 2 scrolls, the scroll of Lightning Bolt and the scroll of Keen Edge went to you on the last treasure distribution.
I did. Thank you.
Excellent.
Excellent work.
What was the other first potion you mentioned?
The potion of cure serious wounds. Each of
Okay,
us
got
should
it. Thank
have
you.
one.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Hey, and I don't know if
Okay.
anybody else is having this trouble or not, but I can no longer open PC Gen on PC. Is anybody else having that issue?
Oh,
Oh.
no. I haven't tried it in a while.
I have it up right now. I don't have to seem to have a problem.
Yeah, I
Okay,
have it up
good.
too. That's not good though.
No, and it just started.
You know what it is? It's
last week.
It just started. It started about exactly when you and I were talking about you switching to Hero Lab.
Yes, about a week after
I
that.
check
Yes.
do another sweep for bugs in your house, Reed.
Seems all too convenient.
Does Hero Lab have a Pathfinder?
They do.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. And Rito is going to do some deeper investigations because they came up with a new 1E thing.
Is it free
okay.
or is it paid?
It would still be paid.
Yeah.
It's so inexpensive though. It's like pennies on the dollar.
For a working, group.
Yeah. Don't cost nothing.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, and you got to invest in your characters, General. Both emotionally, intellectually, and monetarily.
I wonder if Hero Lab takes the coin of Galarian, in which case our group fund should be able to cover the project.
Crisp $5 bills.
I'm sure you can look into that. All right, now that we've gone through the admin portion of the evening, before we get to our first vignette of the night, and then get to actual roleplay, I want to just do a recap, just a reminder of what you learned from Crispin Greaves about Ironbriar and the cult. Just to kind of refresh your memories. I'm sure everybody took detailed notes. But so Greaves had told you guys that Ironbriar's treachery goes deeper than you all thought. In secret, he's a high priest of the cult of Norberger, which you found out is the god of murder, secrets, greed, and poison. Let's review that. Murder, secrets, greed, poison. Okay. Many thieves' guilds include small shrines to Norberger in his guise as the Grey Master. However, others know him as the Reaper of Reputations, yet the most sinister and dangerous of his followers are, without a doubt, the Skin Sawman, whom they know at Norberger as Father Skins. These fanatic murderers are not just assassins. They kill not for wealth, but for the sick joy of it. And you think that's what you're dealing with, this particularly virulent branch of the Norberger cult. With Ironbriar. And then he told you that the Skinsaw men of Magnamar come from Old Blood, a master cult that has existed for hundreds of years in the decadent Chelish city of Veer, where he let you know he had found that Ironbriar himself was once a wee urchin. And of course, now he's ascended to the lofty heights of Lord Justice of Magnamar. And you also know that he helped establish the Brothers of the Seven Society as a cover for his murderous cult. And then finally, and most disturbingly, Crispin said that he thinks that someone or something is guiding his hand unwittingly or no, but he hasn't been able to puzzle it out. And then cross-referencing that, you remember you found in, was it Foxglove's Manor or in the basement of the Misgivings, a letter from Zanisha?
I believe that was at the Misgivings.
Yeah.
Misgivings.
And in that letter, she mentions that Aldern has served them well. And she had said to him at that time, you may consider your debt to the brothers paid in full. Yet, if I still have need of you, blah, 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 blah. She talked about the Sahadrin ritual. She didn't. She said that after your rebirth and return to your townhouse in Magnamar, my agents shall contact you there soon. No need for you to bother the brothers further. You don't know if those agents happen to be those creatures you dispatched of or other agents. And then she started talking about if others get in your way, though, you may do with them as you please, eat them, savage them, or turn them into pawns. It matters not to me. Zanisha, the mistress of the seven. So there's that wispy creature out there lurking in the shadow. So those were the high points, and I believe now you are. Who is going to go? Well, before we get to that, perhaps we should do our vignette. And then we will come back into real time and we will do our recon mission and we can role play the cafe orders for those who are not reconning. All right. So the screen goes blank and you see in spidery writing across the screen that dissolves into blood going down the screen, misspent youth, young Ironbriar in Veer. Ironbriar's earliest memories were of Veer's fetid sewer district. Slick stone, stagnant water, and the constant sense that someone was always watching. He learned early that names carried weight there, and that losing one was often safer than keeping it. By the time he was 10, most people simply called him Boy, and that suited him just fine. It was behind the notorious Dancing Cat Tavern that Ina Clove first caught him. You're light on your feet, she said, watching him cradle a stolen loaf as though it were a defenseless newborn. But you favor your left hand. That's a habit. He stiffened, eyes darting for an escape. Relax, she continued. If I wanted you beaten, I'd have called for it already. She took the bread from him, broke it cleanly in half, and returned one piece. You're hungry. I have work that comes with meals. Inside, the dancing cat smelled of damp wood, stale ale, and old smoke. Not you, Rito, just old smoke.
Nice.
I think DM gets a
Inamina
point for that one.
Quaker.
Yeah, thank you. Inamina gave him a cot near the back and set him to sweeping floors and carrying messages. She never raised her voice, never struck him, and never lied to him, at least not outright. Well, why help me? He asked her one night after weeks had passed. Because you're invisible, she replied, and invisibility is useful. She taught him his letters by candlelight, guiding his hand patiently. When he struggled, she corrected him without frustration. Words are tools, she said. You can cut with them, or you can carve. Only later did she introduce him to the truth behind the dancing cat. This place, she told him, lowering her voice as footsteps passed overhead, isn't what people think it is. A shrine? He guessed, remembering half-heard rumors. And Amina smiled. A workshop. She taught him new secret. She taught him how secrets spread, how reputations were built and dismantled, and how the city devoured those who lost the public's favor. She named Norberger only after he had already learned all of his lessons. Which face? The boy asked quietly, having heard there were several. The one that leaves nothing behind, boy, she said. The reaper of reputation. Death is easy. Oblivion takes skill. The skin-saw men observed from a distance at first, then closer. They tested him with errands, then with confidences. Why spare him? One asked Inamina, nodding toward the boy. He listens, she answered, and he understands restraint. As Veer's factions shifted, the danger grew. One night, Inamina pressed a small bundle into his hand. You're leaving, boy, she said. What about the cat? He asked. It's already doomed, she replied calmly, and so am I. When he hesitated, she fixed him with a rare hardness. You will not waste what I have given you. Go where the law still pretends to be pure, boy. Go now. Ironbriar went to Magnamar because Inamina Clove believed that in a city ruled by courts and statutes, a true killer could wear the face of justice. He obeyed. End of scene.
Nice.
If I can
So a
come
little
to the defense
backstory.
of my childhood friend Bill Norberg, I'll just say it's Nor Gorber.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's
Norgorber.
right. Yeah, was I mispronouncing it? My bad.
Well,
Yeah,
Or
and I won't call
burger,
you out,
I was
but
saying.
Norberger
Yeah.
is a
he
An
played
Eddie
for the
Murphy
Is
Wild.
that somebody else?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. What is it? I haven't even.
Nor
Nor
Gorber.
Gorber.
Norgorber. Right. Thank you.
Say that 12
Thank you for
times
that.
fast.
Yeah, honestly. Right. So we've got all that sorted. And now we come back to the city of Magnamar. And I believe we were, let's see, do we have that map? Here's the map. You guys were, here we go. You guys were headed south, and you went down to, sorry, my old eyes have to adjust. The 7 sawmills way in the south of the city, in the suburbs. And I believe, there we go, that's a better, let's see, the 7 sawmill is on the river that leads out to the Gulf. It looks like you guys weren't you guys in the cafe in the Southern Keystone District?
Yes.
I believe.
Sounds right.
Okay.
And I think Dojo, was anyone with you, or did you go on your own?
I guess I don't recall. Maybe I was solo. Or solo.
I thought someone else went with you, but
It might have
it
been
doesn't matter.
Chelsea.
Atticus flew with him, but disguised as a.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it could have been Chauncey, but I don't remember it being Chauncey. But I don't got a bad stealth.
Because we were discussing if I was in range of his empathic link to let us know if Dojo was in trouble.
Gotcha.
Okay, so let's deal with Dojo. You and Atticus. You know,
Make
Atticus
love.
is flying, and you're kind of creeping along, incognito, of course. And you see the sawmill in the distance. It looks, like a nondescript industrial type building. You see water churning up under it as you get closer, and you see and hear big water wheels churning, making a lot of noise. You hear various noises of industry inside. As you get closer, there's nobody outside of the building, but it looks pretty, had you not been scouting this for other reasons, you would just assume this is an industrial building. One thing that is of note is it's late in the day and it's still going. That's not necessarily unusual because, a lot of these places have, are working into the night. And as you get closer, you realize that you're kind of looking up and down, and there aren't a lot of people around in this area. The sawmill itself doesn't have any windows that you can tell. And the ones that you do see are covered. You don't see anyone peering out or anything. So you're getting a sense that you guys would have a clean go of it. There's sort of a wooden palisade that wraps around, and you can't see around the corner, but we'll say, Atticus, if you're flying, around, you see that there are a set of doors to the north. Let's see, to the western, on the western side, where on the water side, that are on this wooden decking.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks pretty, if you are to, you with your great skill of casing joints, you don't sense any danger.
Well,
Water weird.
maybe I go up and check the door.
All right. So you go up and you check the door, and it appears to be locked.
Locked?
Let me just check something real. Yeah, let me look at something.
Shut the door.
Okay, actually, I can read this. Well, wait, hold on, slow down. I can read this part. Yeah, I can. Yeah, you could bring your companions up. I can read this to you. This is just the public portion of this description. It says the Seven Sawmill is one of several mills that operate along the shores of the Khyber's Islet, which is a waterway. The mill is intended to look from the outside like a standard lumber mill, but while it does indeed produce lumber, the structure's primary purpose is to give the Brothers of the Seven a cover and a safe place to meet. Let's see. As you can see from the outside, it looks like the walls are made of wood. The doors are wooden doors. The actual entrance of the building itself is locked. And the floors are, let's see, well, you wouldn't see that yet. Yeah, so in terms of the outer walk, it says built over the mouth of the Yanda Bakari River, this wood building sits on massive wooden pilings driven into the riverbed below. A wooden boardwalk wraps around the northern rim of the building, and the flight of stairs leads down to a door on the east side just above the water level. The churning of 4 large water wheels under the mill fills the air with the sound and mist. And that's kind of where we're going to leave it. So, do you want to attempt to open the door?
I'll try the disable device.
Yeah, give me a disable device.
Wait, are people there? Are we there? He brought us up, right?
Yep.
That's a
16.
I'm gonna go after this roll. I'm gonna go through. Yeah, we'll address spells.
Can I aid him? Can I?
Yeah,
aid
for
him?
sure.
I don't have. Can someone roll for me because I don't have? I'm just pulling up Roll20 right now.
You rolled a 16.
That is a 26 for aiding.
That's an 8.
So that shakes out to an 18, Hort.
Yeah, you can't figure out how to. This is a really intricate lock. It's just not working out for you.
We should have flipped that one around.
Do you want to come and try it?
I think you missed something there, my friend. Like, just let me show you something. Can I try it? And again, I'm pulling it up now, so if someone can roll for me, that'd be fantastic.
17 you rolled.
Nice.
27.
Okay, a 27. Yeah, you just feel like you were, but you just couldn't quite get it.
Is there any magic
With
on
the
this thing?
27. Wow.
Do we have a knock spell or something?
I think we have a scroll. Let me see.
I think we do too.
Do any of the various keys we have seem like they might fit into this?
They don't.
What's that? They don't. Okay.
What does it appear to be barred with? How heavy is the bolt?
So we'll say it's heavy wooden doors reinforced with iron. There's some sort of intricate bolt lock. You don't quite know why you're not able to figure it out. It's kind of frustrating to you.
Let me see.
I feel frustrated by this intricate lock. Foolish is another word.
I mean, and I can double check. I think Bedhead, I'm almost positive, I can go back and check, had a scroll of knock. I didn't take his. I can take his scrolls. I probably should. I can take his scrolls. Let me see if he had one. But I think we we would have taken it.
Yes. I'm 100% sure because we actually bought at least one.
Yeah, I thought you had one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I don't think you used it.
I think original Findabear had one, and then you got it from him.
And then Bedhead got it, and then we just didn't. I can go through and
use it for something in the misgivings, though.
Let me see. I just closed down.
I think so.
I don't think we did either, but we might have that one back door, but I don't think so. Let me see.
Oh yeah, we could have for that.
One door.
Yeah. That's a possibility.
I thought you did.
Yeah, we might have.
In fact, I know you did because it was an opening, and even what I did.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay.
So what else?
So you guys think that does anyone else have disable device?
I do, but I can't beat a 27.
I can break a door down.
You probably aided me.
Even if you and Bruno aided me, I barely beat a 27. I could get a 28 on a.
I can get a 29 on a 20.
But I suppose I guess if somebody wanted to use a Quaker point, they could have another go at it.
I mean,
it's tough to beat a 17, though.
Yeah,
you need a natural 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you guys want to try a different way to open it?
Yeah,
why don't you pop out that knock scroll?
I think we decided
we decided we used it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And that's not in anybody's spell book, is it?
I do not have knock.
No, because I kept it as a scroll. I didn't copy it down because I thought it'd be more useful to be able to cast as needed. And for
the old problem with role playing game doors.
I could acid splash it.
Ooh, well, that's an interesting idea. How does that work?
I don't know how it works. It's a good question. I don't know if there's anything in the spell description. Acid splash.
You'd have to probably acid splash the hinges, I would think.
Just acid splash the lock mechanism. That makes sense.
You fire a small orb of acid at the target. You must succeed on a ranged touch attack to hit your target. The orb deals 1d3 points of acid damage. The acid disappears after 1 round. I mean, it could keep casting it. It's a cantrip, so there's no real.
Well,
No,
how sturdy does this door look?
But we don't
Yeah,
want to
I'd
announce.
say
Why don't we just break it down?
Might have to.
Because we don't need to draw attention to ourselves, nor let anyone on the inside. On the
You
outside,
are
we don't want to cause
cautious,
ruckus.
Gilbar.
On
Are
the
there-
inside,
Time for
we don't
bold
want
action.
to alert anyone who might be in there.
you think
Gordon,
we could
are
get in
there-
from underneath?
Are there any
Hey, given
windows
the
or
hardness
anything?
of the lock, if you did about 10 acid splashes, wait a couple minutes, it would work.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't cost nothing.
It's hard for
Don't
Glurk
cost
to
nothing.
wait. Glurk want to
All
smash.
right.
Glurk Dojo, it'll be a minute or two tops. It's not a major concern.
I am gonna look over the edge and see if there's anything below.
Wizard.
Yeah, you look over the edge and you could just see the wood pilings from the, holding this place up. You can see big water wheels. And there's mist coming up, kind of spraying in your face from the water wheels. It's very noisy.
All right, so the water
Kind of
wheels
fish.
are like right here.
Yeah, you're not sure. They seem to be under the entire platform, but kind of emanating a mist.
Well, if they're under the platform, maybe there is another entrance down there.
What I'm
We're
saying,
almost
but-
in, guys. But while you're looking at this, we're probably in. Speaking of which, while Findabar is casting these acid splashes to disable the lock, Jilbar is going to go ahead and cast Barkskin for the day.
Yeah, so I'm going to do old school. I'm going to do a little, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a little piece of paper that has every spellcaster's stat. So J for
Should we
Jill
just-
Bar.
Do you want us to?
Yeah, I'm
list
just,
every spell we have memorized?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to review your spells, and then I'm going to write down the ones you cast.
Okay, and we can do this now, but by the time we're like 14th level, this is going to take like hours.
Barkin. Yeah, that's true for magic. Well, for mages at least. Clerics would be, well, of course, clerics would have a ton of slots.
Exactly.
All right, so we'll just do the honor system, but just tell me what you're casting.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I have cast right now is Barkskin, and then I did go ahead this morning and, as part of my morning prayers, do another visualization of the mind, and I did mark off the 200 gold piece worth of incense for that as well. So I do have my
Thank you for your
visualization of
honesty.
mind power going.
What does that do?
Well, that's the spell where there's a couple different effects. In this case, I queued it towards charisma, and it gives me a bonus on any diplomacy or other charisma-related checks during the day.
Ooh.
But then it also, I have the ability to activate that as an immediate action, which is a nice capability. And when I do that, it gives me a +2 luck bonus on all D20 rolls for 1 minute. And for me, with the Fate's Favored trait I have, that's a +3 bonus on all D20 rolls.
Oh, wow.
So it's a 24-hour deal where I get the +5 bonus on ability checks for charisma. But again, as an immediate action, I can end that and get that +2/+3 bonus on all D20 rolls.
Okay.
For full
That's
minute?
impressive.
Overpowered. Sounds like something Zeus would have done.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, so we got Barkskin, we
I'm
got
gonna-
visualization of the mind.
I'm also gonna do my daily of false life.
Okay. And that's you. So we've got that for Jill Bar. We've got Glurk has false life.
Is that from the wand, clerk?
I can do it from the wand. Yep.
How long does false life last?
Yeah.
7 hours when I cast it.
Okay, so it's like an all day. Okay, and then Barkskin is minutes per level.
It's 10 minutes per level, so that'll be 70 minutes. I'm hoping that's enough for whatever we're
Okay.
doing here. Or 60
Yeah,
minutes, excuse me.
Yeah, you'll probably be fine. All right.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything, Finn?
I'll do a mage armor. What the heck? That's 7 hours.
Yeah. Yeah,
Keep
why
that
not?
up.
Don't cost nothing.
Don't cost nothing. Save a first level spell slot.
Chauncey's
Yeah.
And we
also
did not
gonna get-
rest from the faceless people, right? So
No, once again, despite I just tried to prod you guys to go back, put the money, get the money saved, good meal, quiet evening.
So I've used a couple of slots from that fight. So too.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't,
How long ago,
bite in the ass.
Yeah.
how long ago was that fight?
Well, like a half hour ago.
Because at the very end of it, like it pissed me off. I cast mage armor at the very end of it, so
I guess it'd been more than that. It would have been like what? You get across town, you're waiting, you do recon. Probably like 2 hours ago.
I cast like
Well, how long
I
is
literally
mage
cast
hour?
it. Well, for me, it's
An hour
only
per
3
level.
hours, but I literally cast it as we were leaving because I was pissed. that I
Yeah,
cast
so I'd say it's got like an hour left, maybe 2 hours.
it. Let's say 2 hours.
Mm,
So you
I'm
did
gonna ask
mage hour.
Chauncey or Findabar to cast mage armor from my wand on me,
Mhm.
and then I'll burn a key point and put barkskin on myself.
Wand
Ooh.
your ass.
Do those stack, sir?
Yes, they
They do.
do.
I just wanted to be an asshole.
Okay.
All right, so
Mission
mage armor
accomplished.
for you is how many hours? Many hours, and how is Barkskin
Yeah.
minute?
Mage armor is only 1 hour from the wand. Bark skin is 10 minutes
Okay.
per level.
Okay, so same thing. Awesome. Thank you. Is anybody else doing anything with spells? Ribbon?
yeah, I'm gonna cast shield on myself,
Nice.
Okay,
and that's 6 minutes.
nice. Okay.
I am gonna cast
Any
tongues and give Jill Bar a good look.
What?
A good lick?
That too.
What?
Okay, Aki worthy.
I don't know what just happened, but I liked it.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you'll get a little curious, as they would say.
Bi-curious.
Let's hope.
Are there any other spells going?
Wizard. Acid splash.
Over and over again. He's
Yeah, I don't think
Acid splash.
he's
acid
ejaculating
splash, acid
the
splash.
acid splashes from his finger.
All right, so we'll say you do that for like 10 minutes, and or like 2 minutes rather,
Jacking it.
and it just burns everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sizzle chest, everything.
Real sizzle chest.
And the lock, all of a sudden the lock just degrades, and all of a sudden you just hear kind of a click, and then the door kind of you think is open. Do you want to test it?
Think maybe 5 more minutes.
You're getting off on this, aren't you, buddy?
I'll take a step back and say, I believe, Dojo, the door is now ajar.
All right, I'll open
All right,
it up.
Dojo. All right, so Dojo opens it up. What does he see in the fair door? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm making the full lines here. All right.
I'm corrupt.
Um,
Pegon reveal.
Oh, Pegon.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I got to do that, don't I? You're gonna have to wait a minute.
Juicy.
I need hold music.
Oh god, I don't even have the music playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you give me some hold music while I just finish one thing for like 30 seconds?
Gilberto Astruda.
All right. Boom. And then we'll do this. And then we're ready. Okay, all kosher both. Oh. All right. So you open the door and let me do a little Pegan reveal. Is that like sleepy time music?
It's Kenny G.
Ooh.
Ah, nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Very appropriate.
And anything with the
Sleepy time
holiday, guys?
music.
Nice. Smooth.
Very smooth.
Ah, I like it.
Like my tongue spells
Okay.
Gilmar.
So you open the door and the double doors kind of open up and you see sorry, I'm just distracted by the dulcet tones. You see like a room you can't fully see until you go in, but you like there are a few slits in the wood like shafts coming down that partially light the room. Are you gonna go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go on in.
Before I go in, I'd like to kind of cast my eye around and do a perception check if that's a possibility.
Yeah, go
Glark
for
is
it.
not doing that. He's just going in.
Well, that's a natural fucking 20. No bullshit.
Ooh.
Juicy.
Oh,
like a
what a waste.
Ragu. 32.
Yeah. With the 32, you're seeing people across, the river. You're seeing all over the place. Do you see a gentleman with a 32? Oh, impossibly high score. You see somebody across the inlet in the corner in a shop just for a second. Maybe it was your mind playing tricks on you. Did you see that black figure that had been following you? You're not sure.
Yeah.
What?
Gentlemen, be aware. I think that one of the individuals whom we noticed outside the Foxglove townhouse might have just noticed from across the water that we're in here. If we have any advantage of being surprised, it may not last for long.
I thought we
Okay,
shook
with that,
guy.
here's what you see. You did not shoot him. The entirety of the first floor consists of a loading area. An opening in the ceiling into the floor above is filled with a tangle of ropes and slings for lowering timber. Nearby, stairs ascend to the next floor. Across the way, two sturdy wagons sit to the south, next to a bank of machinery accessed by 4 low doors. The grinding and creaking of the machinery fills the room.
Horton, just out of curiosity, what is this that looks like a staircase on the east side of the building?
That, indeed, was a staircase
I don't think that was revealed before.
on the east side of the building. Yeah, I read it. It said, where was it?
Yeah, it was darkened out before.
Where was it? Under general features or the outer wall? Yeah. Yeah, that was my bad for blacking it if I did, but a wooden boardwalk wraps around the northern rim of the building. and a flight of stairs leads down to a door on the east side, just above the water level.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Well,
Okay.
so the
Acid
stairs
splash.
the stairs in
Acid
here go
splash.
up, but there's
Let's go.
stairs down on the other side of the building.
That go out.
Yeah,
that go down.
and you think that leads to the actual waterworks underneath?
Okay.
makes sense.
Well, why don't we go up first and see what we find?
Sorry, did we check in these little stalls quick?
There's
Sure.
a goat in each one.
Finn, are you going down there?
Well, I'll go up. Jump the gun.
But because there's no door that's shown and there's no basement in my schematic, unless the DM changes his mind, there's probably no relevance to move.
Excellent.
All right.
I'll make it easy on you.
So if there's somebody following us, can we make sure that he doesn't get in through those doors?
Not anymore, because we really can't lock them.
We'll stand.
Are these wagons really wagons?
They are really wagons, as a matter of fact.
Is there anything in
They
them?
are.
Push one in front of the
No,
door.
they're sturdy though.
How do
Let's
they get
push
them
one
out?
in front of the door.
Through this? Oh, okay. Through that? Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we could slide one and sort of use them to bar these doors. Although the guy I saw,
Okay.
he was across the water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they're easy enough to move between Riven, Glurk, myself, Dojo, we could do it. But I don't know that we need to take a ton of time here. I think it's more important we get moving, because that guy
Right.
might have a way to signal whoever's upstairs.
It's just a quick thing. We'll block the door.
Okay.
I could stay here.
Okay,
and
so you
guard
block the door.
You're
Finn, are you
not
going to stay and
scared.
guard the doors?
I could.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do?
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, Findabar, we'd probably need you when we encounter whatever we happen to find here.
Yeah.
There is
Acid
another.
splash.
As you're moving the wagons, you see there's like a partition, and then there's a bunch of fetid hay, like a messy hay back here. Anyone want to check that out?
Oh,
Sure.
I'll
Sure.
check it out.
Natural 20, John.
dang.
Yeah. So you go back there. Give me a survival check. Who's ever checking that out?
Oh no.
I checked it. A survival? You mean
Once you got that
yeah,
one.
survival. I did not make my.
I mean a survival check.
For you?
Sure.
I got a 2. I did not make the survival check.
I
Um,
I mean, I
got
rolled a 3. I rolled a 3, and I have a -1 on my survival. So
Here,
got a
I'll go. I'll try.
I got a 14.
14. You're not quite sure what you're looking at. You just wish you had
Okay.
somebody more competent in the
Ooh.
group.
Ooh,
I got a
there's
20.
natural 20.
All right. Thank you. It makes sense it would be Ribbon too. Adventurer that he is. You're analyzing the puzzle in the hay, as it were, and you think it's a first of all, there's a smell when you pick it up and smell it. There's a terrible odor that comes off it, and then you see some
probably pee.
you see some refuse, you see some dung, and you think something really large, maybe an ogre or a giant, once
What?
was resting in
What?
here.
I share this information with everybody. Whoa.
I've been looking forward to fighting a giant.
Oh boy.
I checked this out myself. I did not come to this crazy conclusion.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
liar.
decide, is this straw or
Finn, you
hay?
don't think you believe anybody who doesn't, if you don't figure it out with your genius level intelligence.
Yeah.
You're
This-
you're an idiot, Finn. This it's obvious. Look, the cues they're right there.
Yes, what I see is signs of roe deer and maybe a springbuck. But I see nothing that screams ogre or giant. In fact, I think you've been imbibing of this foul mess.
Now. Let's not like.
Sour mash.
Oh, mash you. All right.
Yes. Yes.
So that's interesting. Have we heard of any other beings like that in any?
Um, you don't think? Let me think about that for a minute.
Uh,
Um,
I would assume in Magnamar, some sort of giant creature or ogre would be extremely, extremely rare and frowned upon.
It would be
yeah, you
awesome.
don't. That's a good observation, Jill Bar, and that tracks with what you're thinking. In a big city, that would be really unusual. Now, you do note that it's on a waterway. You know, it would be
Oh,
easier to smuggle such a creature in, especially by cover of night. So you're not sure that Riven, with your vast international experience, you're not sure that would be an impediment.
right. And then where would they go? Like are there?
Yeah, riddles in the hay.
Right. Well,
Hmm.
They
in
wouldn't
the
make it up these stairs. It's too small.
Yeah.
So the other thing
Let's
you
go up the
notice
stairs.
is there are ropes that are hanging down from the upper level, but there's also a set of stairs.
Uh-oh.
Well, we will proceed up the stairs.
Yeah, let's go up the
Now,
stairs.
All
when
right,
you
so you're gonna
say
go up the stairs, gentlemen?
ropes
Yep.
hanging down, are they attached to the ceiling or do they go through the ceiling?
They go through the ceiling up to the upper level.
So it's like
Okay.
an escape hatch kind of thing, or what is it?
It's a pulley.
Marionette.
A pulley
Yeah, how big are
system?
the
You're not
openings?
sure.
How big is the
It looks
opening?
like it's just going. It looks like it's going up to a loft of some sort.
Hmm. But the
Where's
Let me look here.
the ceiling is complete, right? There's not like half of this thing open, is there?
Yeah, it's an upper floor. You're looking at the stairs and you're looking at the ropes, and it looks like the stairs lead to the same location. Does that make sense? There's also 4 doors in the south, which I completely forgot to tell you about.
Well,
Yeah,
we
I
looked at
was
them.
asking about. Okay, yep.
Yeah, and they just open into workspaces where the water wheel driven machinery that powers the log splitters and saws the upper floors runs up along the southern wall of the mill. So as long as the water wheels are running, it's super loud, and you see how you're kind of understanding how the mechanics of this place work. So the water wheels are churned, and the machinery that powers them, that powers the log splitters and the saws that are used somewhere upstairs, they run along the southern wall of the mill through here, if that makes sense. And these look like each one of these looks like it's like a workstation for a specific mill water wheel of the 4 water wheels in a place from which you could do repairs and such. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
Obviously.
So
Yep.
you don't think you want to spend it's incredibly loud when you open the door, and you get a sense that unless you're kind of a trained hand, it's dangerous too, because you could, if you don't really know what you're doing in there, you might take a wrong move, and there are openings that go down to the water wheel.
Got it.
That's it in this room. What do you guys do?
Well, we're going up the stairs.
Let's go
Do
upstairs.
we want to send the bird up the
Alright.
stairs, or Dojo, or Chauncey?
Send Dojo up.
Should we?
Yeah.
He's got a stealth of 1,000,000.
He does have a better stealth than Chauncey.
So I guess the rest of us will wait like at the very base of the stairs, and Dojo can go up.
Go,
Let me
go,
just check
go.
one thing.
Send that guy up there.
Send the leper in.
Yeah.
Are we still in disguise or not in disguise?
It's up to you.
I think I still am.
I guess I'm not, because as soon as I came in here, I would have grabbed my axe, I guess. As long as I'm off
You
the
could still be
streets.
in disguise, and I don't know why you
Yeah.
can't be in disguise and have your axe.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know
I
how.
would say so too. Let's do it.
Just leave the pram behind.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll wheel it up the stairs for you.
Oh my God, it's gonna be like Battleship Potemkin all over again.
Okay, so I kind of misspoke because I was reading it and I misunderstood what it was saying on the schematic. So there is that door that I told Rito doesn't matter here. It actually, the stairs do go down to a lower level that does have a. That was my bad. I didn't fully understand. I was reading it wrong. So let me just reveal a little bit more here. Give me 1 second. I just got to do one thing. Okay. And then I'll polygon reveal here. So I don't know if this changes anything, but you do have there. Can you see it now?
Yeah. So this is
Below?
the lower level.
Where?
So you're on the ground floor, and it looks like were you to go outside and go down those stairs, there would be a door that you now observe, or will retcon that you did observe,
Yeah.
that went into that water wheel.
If everyone's okay, I think we should just see what's upstairs, and then probably we're gonna
Yes.
go downstairs.
Sure.
I think that
Agreed.
makes sense.
Okay. So for right now, you're just gonna kind of chickle chackle. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we're
Yes.
sending Dojo up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go upstairs, and let me just check.
How many
something,
stories
make
was the
sure.
building?
It looks like it looks like it's 3 or 4 stories. It's hard to tell. Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, is
unclear
the
as
story
to
the
where-
downstairs? Is that technically underwater, or no? It's just at the water level.
Say that again. It's the one downstairs would be level with the water. So you're assuming if you were to go into that undercroft that you would be in the water wheel room.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, so you guys go upstairs and let me just move you. Make sure I do this right so I don't fudge it up again. I do a little P-gon reveal. So you can go. We'll reveal this much for now.
Wizard.
Boom. Actually,
Hmm?
now that I think about it, reveal a little bit more.
Where
Take it
should
all
we be
out.
looking? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, go to your right.
Yep.
So you should see a set of stairs going up and down. You're obviously coming up. And then you're going to be in a little antechamber, and then there's a door. I'll read what you see. So everyone kind of can come up the stairs. And
Peace
it
talk.
says, yeah, peace talk is right. As you guys come up, you kind of see that it looks like some sort of lumber collection area. It says this large storeroom is filled with stacks of timber, firewood, and other finished lumber products waiting for shipment. A network of pulleys on tracks covers the ceiling, ropes dangling here and there to aid in the shifting of the inventory as needed. Machinery churns along the south wall, while nearby 2 chutes lifted with winches allow lumber to be hauled up from the holding pools below. 4 openings in the ceiling lead to the upper floor. Chutes extend through each of these from the log splitters in the room above. Under each is a collection bin. Under each opening is a collection bin. So, no. Oh, okay, never mind. So, let me think how I want to do this.
We keep going.
Horton, quick question: is this a wall here?
Yeah, it is, and I'm about to reveal the whole room. I just want to. It's sort of a half wall. I just want to think about this for a minute. Oh, I want to show you guys this room.
And
I think it would make sense.
And what's the deal with the other staircase in this room too?
This
I
one
think there's
goes up.
another floor.
That's
Another
going.
level?
Yep, that's just going upstairs.
Yeah, okay, so there's another flight above this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And let
We
me
do it
just
like
do
a
one
knowledge
thing.
engineering to just see if these ropes and everything, if it looks like this place is still in use, or is it obvious, or I mean, the downstairs looks like it was kind of abandoned. So I'm wondering, does this floor look like it's been used, or
Yeah, so I mean, ask that question again because it's a functioning lumber mill. So ask
it
that
is
again.
functioning?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, as
I know the
we
wheels are
speak,
spinning, but yeah,
as we speak, it's
lumber is
functioning, and
being
we'll say
moved.
this. Yeah, and
Okay.
this door is open, and I think it'll be more clear when I open the door here, or when I reveal the rest of the room, which I'll do now.
Shut
All
the
right.
door.
Oh, Horton.
Oh,
Oh
Pegon.
no.
Is the problem?
No, Pegon was
Uh
revealed.
oh.
Oh,
Okay, so you open the door and you see 4 workers going along, and they're see, how do they describe themselves? They're inspecting lumber, arranging lumber product, and preparing shipments. They seem to be trying to talk to each other. They have some earplugs in.
I'll see if they're aware of the benefits of joining a union.
Yeah, and as you come in, is anyone going to open the door? Well, the door's open. Is anybody going to walk through it?
It would be
I think
Doge.
we keep going up.
Do we notice any markings on them?
On the kids or the people?
On the workers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They look, it's hard to tell. They look like they're in some sort of work garb, and they're just working away. And as you walk in, Dojo, as you open the door, one of them turns to you and smiles, starts walking up to you. This guy starts walking up to you. Are you going to come into the room and meet him?
Sure.
The jig is up.
We don't allow
All right.
lepers
He
here.
says, so, he says, hello, how can I help you?
I'm wondering if you could help me and my friends. We are passing through. Perhaps we are here by mistake. What is this place?
Oh, this is the 7 Sawmill. We mill lumber here. What brings you so far from your home into the fine city of Magnamar, gentleman?
That is something of a long story, a time which we do not have to indulge ourselves. But is all as what it seems here? Is this but a lumber mill?
Well, I don't know what else it would be. Of course, it's just a lumber mill, but we're really busy. And the other guy starts walking up, smiling,
I'm gonna do a
and the
sense
other 2
motive.
look at you.
Do they appear on the up and
Okay,
up?
so you do a sense motive.
Yeah.
Let me know what you roll.
13.
Only a 13, huh?
Yep.
Okay, let me do an opposed roll here. Not that we're opposing anything. That's just how the mechanics. So I have to. One moment, please. Yeah, you think they're on the up and up? Just a bunch of lumber mill workers, and you're interrupting their day. You kind of feel bad.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well,
Ask him about the
perhaps I
giant.
will leave you. Yes, were you plagued by a large creature, perhaps a ogre or giant was in this tower with you?
The two look at each other and then start kind of laughing. No, there's no ogres or giants here. I suppose if you count a bunch of working stiffs trying to make a living as ogres or giants, and they all start laughing. And they're yelling it kind of because it's so loud.
Can that get a sense motive?
Kill him.
You're not in the room.
I know.
Does that at their laugh? I'm gonna perk up my ears and try another sense motive on. They're laughing at the giant thing.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, you think they're just really jolly workers. They seem like good guys. Maybe you want to go have a beer with them later, or some hot water, as it were.
Some water, yes, for my tea would be wonderful.
Oh, I don't. If you have any questions, you can go find the mill manager. His our corporate office is across the bay. But if we don't get back to work, we're going to get in some trouble here. So if there's nothing else, I bid you good
Yes,
day. And he starts.
wonderful. What is your manager's name? What is he called?
Oh my God, you're such a Karen.
Our manager's name is. We're not
Don't
actually allowed to hand out that specific information, sir. Corporate policy.
Ah, well, certainly I understand. Good day.
And I'll walk
Good
out.
day to you. Okay. Do you shut the door?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's really
No,
loud.
don't.
Okay, so you shut the door. Okay. What do you guys do next?
I guess we gotta go upstairs
Let's go
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Leave these 4 faceless stalkers at our back.
Yeah, these weirdo Michael Myers creeps. Yeah.
Yeah, this smiles freak me out.
We had a prime opportunity to
Okay,
ask
so
about
you go
lumber.
upstairs to the next level, and let me do
Yay.
a little P-gun reveal. Oh no, Horton.
Oh, Horton.
Shorten. Oh,
All right, let me try that again.
Jesus.
Oh my God, that is a polygon.
Oh no, darn it. Darn it.
What is going on? Oh, wow.
wizard.
Okay, so you see a similar setup, another antechamber with walls, and this time a couple different doors. And from what you can see here, you can't really tell what's going on in the rest of the room, but you hear like a sighing, and it sounds like well, give me a roll, give me a perception check.
Should we all do it?
15
Everybody?
for Doge.
Yeah, anything with a 15, it's pretty basic. You're in a sawmill. You think this is probably where the log splitters are that were kind of that you
Didn't
pieced
they
together
tell us
were.
that?
Yeah. Why don't we just keep going up? It's
Well,
one more
I
level
did.
here.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the
Well,
top.
There's another level? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
let's do it.
Okay. So as you start coming up, this door opens. Let me just hold on one sec. Well, it's probably easier if I just reveal the whole room. This door opens, let me ping it right here. And this guy walks out and says, "What are you doing here? You can't be here."
Who's closest to him? Like, is that Riven?
Yeah, I am. Excuse me,
Feed him some
sir. We
bullshit.
were we were just touring the factory. Curious about your lumber. We were in the market.
Touring the factory? Who allowed you to come in here? You're going to have to come and talk to my manager.
Oh,
Come on,
sir,
let's go.
What? Wait.
And then he
sir,
walks in and he keeps the door open. Come this way.
Should we just keep moving, or should we go
Should we
into
all
this
go in
thing?
there? Or just you, Riven?
Learn more about lumber and lumber-related products.
Let's just go to the
know
top.
And then this guy comes up. He says, "Hey, guys, what are you
I got
doing?
questions.
You can't be in here. You're
Sure.
going to have to come in here and explain yourselves." And it's incredibly loud.
Let's
God.
just run up the stairs. These
Yeah,
guys are a
let's just
bunch
run
of
up the stairs.
puss-ass workers. We can stop them if we need to.
We're just going upstairs.
There's another level.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so you're going to go upstairs?
Doctor
Yep.
Daughters, this way.
Doctor's orders.
All right, so you start going upstairs, and let me just one thing here. Video, actually. So this guy comes after you, and he says, "Hey, you can't go up there. Get back here."
Ignore him. Keep chugging.
Come
All
on,
right, so you keep chugging,
we want to chug.
and
We're ice agents. We can go anywhere we want.
Yeah.
and I'm going to do a little polygon reveal of the next room, a flight up,
All right, finally.
and
Finally. Very Kyle Shanahan.
this room is empty. But you do see, let me read what you see.
Does it stink of ogre?
Or
You
Uncle
see a
Graham.
thick layer of sawdust covers the floor, mounded nearly a foot in places. Workbenches sit here and there in the room. Their surface is cluttered with saws, hand drills, planers, and other woodworking tools. And then you see above you, it's a tall building. It's like 40 feet tall, but you see there's catwalks. Do you see the blue I drew in the room?
No.
Could you see that?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
The blue lines I drew?
No.
Nope.
No. Don't see it.
Oh,
You might be on the wrong level
Maybe?
layer. Or you may be on the wrong layer, Horton.
Oh,
There they are.
You see what I'm drawing now?
There we
Yep.
go.
Yep, now.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Blue Man Group.
So these look like catwalks that are going across the top. And up high is obscured. And then on the other end, there's a set of double doors. And then there's also a catwalk at the top that's about like a raised dais 10 feet high in the other wall. And touch something. And then just as you're kind of coming up the stairs, are you guys all in the room? Do you want to put yourselves in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can spread out a bit, I guess, right?
Or are you going to let Chauncey up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, get back to there here. I'm moving myself in.
Okay, so you see, let me see. You see a set of doors at the other end, a set of double doors, and then you see a door here. Well, you see all the doors. And you hear voices. And you hear people running up the stairs.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well,
Chauncey, do you want to be there?
So can I do a quick action? Can I do anything
Sure.
besides move?
You can just move at this point.
Oh, okay.
Grease the stairs. Cast grease.
Nor
I
Gorber.
can just
No,
move
you don't
as
have
well.
an action. Just movement.
All right, I'm in there.
All right, and you just see all of a sudden these guys start coming up. There's a number of them. Hey, you can't be there.
You keep saying that. but here we are.
What do
Uh,
you
We're
wish to do about it?
inspecting the place.
The fuck are you doing up here?
Yeah, me too.
Now they're getting violent.
can I run over and check out these other doors?
What the
And they
hell?
just
Oh.
keep filing in, and you see there is a shitload of them running up the stairs.
What the
You better get the fuck out of here right now, or we're gonna carve you a new asshole.
They see us.
And then
right?
another one of them smiles at the other guy, and he says, "What do you say, Luigi? Maybe we just carved him an asshole." Yeah, that sounds real good. Let's carve them an asshole. And then they all start laughing. And they pull out razors and drop their robes, and you see all of them put on these hideous masks of human flesh. And they pull out razors
Man.
and roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Yay!
Jesus.
Okay, at least
I
we
don't
just kill
suppose
him. then.
somewhere in there any of us could have taken unaction.
I feel like they got 10
Oh.
actions. I feel like we got
Yeah,
nothing.
they got a lot of
Yeah.
action. We could
They're
have
just
literally walked
running
the
up.
stairs.
They're running up, and you guys, they were talking, and you guys were just kind of standing around, being like, "What?" So nope.
Well, what a good word.
That was your action, guys. Saying what?
What? In the butt.
Basically, I got sick of role playing it. I could have role played that out another 5 minutes of them job owning with you. Fuck it, let's just start cutting. So if you want to role play it for another,
No, we're good.
Dojo's got a 12.
No, God, please, no role
Uh,
play.
Glurt got a 15.
all right. Hold on
Jolbar
a
is at
second.
a modified 5.
This is initiative, right?
It
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Roll 4.
Chauncey goes at a 15 as well.
Let's see. Riven will
Probably go
be at
before
a 9. Yuck.
Well, what's your plus, though? You got a plus.
+2.
No, that's with the plus.
Looks like you
Plus
rolled it.
6.
Oh, I see.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
What's-
you guys
what's
are
your
such
plus
a pain in my ass. Oh my god. I gotta.
What's your
What?
I gotta reconfigure all this. All right, everyone, give me your initiative roll.
12. Dojo.
Glurt
9,
15.
Riven.
Ribbon 9.
Chauncey.
And what was
Chauncey
Glurk?
15.
15.
Oh my god,
Chauncey
who's
and
got
Glurk
higher
both-
between you two?
I got a +4.
Chauncey.
Okay. Oh my god. All right.
Jilbar is at a modified 5.
Now, does Atticus do a separate one? Did we decide?
What did we decide? I think we did decide that we should do a separate one. That I think you're right.
Yeah.
Roll that real quick. 11 for Atticus.
Okay. 11 for Atticus. And good sir. Jilbar. Findabar.
23.
Okay. And
Oh,
Jilbar.
Jilbar is still at a modified 5.
Okay. You morons were supposed to fight them at every level. Now we got a goddamn full of fucking Evermore here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Man, this is just
Well,
gonna
I mean,
be a
in
complete
theory, right now,
cluster.
there's only 2 of them in the room, Horton. In theory, there's only 2 in the room right now. But, you know.
It's a hell of a theory.
Oh my god, this is gonna be such a pain in the ass. All right, I got to think about this one. 6, 7. Okay. Okay. And I just got to. I'll take these 3. Cut, paste. Give me a minute. Just give me like 1 minute to reconfigure everything. Did not expect this kind of fuckery from you guys. I should
Yeah,
have.
I'm just curious if the stairway comes up here, how is it possible there's guys by dojo? I don't know.
Well, we can re-role play it where they all stand around hot
I guess what
for a half
Johnson
hour.
was, wouldn't we cut them down as they come up the stairs? If they can
As
only
they
come up the stairs.
we'll just eat
Well,
them as
no,
they come.
because you weren't fighting them then. They were just chuckleheads saying, "Hey, you can't come up here," and then you guys responded, and then I just cut to the chase so we could start the combat. But if the other option, maybe I should have role played everybody coming up and lobbing insults at you for 10 minutes, saying you got to wait for our manager.
Let's just.
I mean, I think the only thing in that situation, some of us might have cast a spell or two, like at least gotten a spell off. It might have started the confrontation, but like as more and more guys came up, I think we would have done something.
Agreed.
All right. Well, I don't know how to unspool this.
I mean, I guess I would say, can we get one?
Why don't you guys
action
tell me how many
before-
you think came up before you took an action? And we'll just do it that way.
3.
Get everybody
Yeah, I
within my fireball radius on this floor below us, and then we'll just kind of go from there.
Yeah, I mean, if we saw they were charging up, because I think, Glurk, where were you at before? Because you weren't where you are now. Yeah.
That's right there.
I mean, I don't think we would have let them get past Glurk without sort of, trying to intervene.
Okay, so you're going to have how many? 2 plus 3 total?
Well, I mean, I think if you want to say here, maybe
three.
here, but then at that point, I think we would have been like, we would have tried to stop them.
We're
if
getting
they weren't-
surrounded. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's redo this. We'll try to unspool it.
Why don't we just?
Chauncey's here, and you see
Yes.
2 of them coming up and saying, "You can't do that. You can't do that." And then Chauncey, you look down and you see it looks like a couple are running up, and then there's like a couple more behind them.
Hey
And you
guys,
hear general shouting.
there's a bunch of these chuckleheads coming up here, dudes.
Oh.
Get out of the way,
Get
fool.
Jill Bar up there.
What do you want me to do?
Chauncey, get out of the way. So Chauncey, move out of the way. Dojo and I will step up and kind of corner them off.
Out of
Besides,
my damn way, weeks.
This is where it gets though. If I'm moving, can I have an action? Can I cast a spell or not?
No, your action is moving. Don't get greedy.
Swifty.
Okay,
So that it.
So this guy comes to the top and says, "You can't be here." And then it kind of changes the complexion because they're not outnumbering you. So they're probably just going to be like,
That's pretty accurate right there, though.
you need to leave. You need to leave now.
Did they have their masks on yet?
No, I have to retcon all that
Oh, okay.
because we retcon the whole thing. So they're just dudes, 3 dudes.
We don't know if this. We're trusting them right now, or we're
Dudes
not.
blowing.
My friends, we're already here. We're on a sanctioned mission, and we need to finish our we need to finish our inspection of the sawmill.
You're going to have
We'll be
to come
done soon.
downstairs with me and talk to my manager now.
We're not going anywhere with you.
Your manager can come up here and see us.
I must demand I must demand you come down now.
You can't demand anything of us.
We'll be happy to. We'll be
Lick
happy
my
to come
plate,
down once
you
our inspection is
dog
finished.
Lick my what now?
So
You
meanwhile,
cursed it.
Chauncey, Riven, and Tindabar, do you guys want to look around?
Yeah, I actually.
Yeah. I just threw out a lick my plate, you dog dick, at that guy.
Because
My dick or blood my blade.
as this escalates, I'm gonna kind of just. Can I just step right back there? I'm gonna cast a shield spell because this is escalating, and I see where this is going.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Well,
okay, so you cast a shield spell. Anybody else do anything?
Not until we start cutting.
All right.
Timmy, do you still look like a
Shield.
girl, a little girl, or do you look like yourself? Have you dropped?
How
your
long does
vision
shield
or-
last?
No, I'll be a little girl.
minutes per level, 7 minutes.
Well, for me, probably 3 minutes, but 3 minutes.
And then who else was casting that glurk?
No, I'm not doing anything.
Oh, so just Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Chauncey, did you cast something?
Yeah, shield. So that's 3 minutes for me, 7 minutes for Finn.
And Atticus can go invisible.
Okay, so Atticus is invisible. Okay. So why don't you make a? He's insisting you come down. What are you saying, Jilbar?
As soon as we finish our tour and inspection, we'll be happy to come down. But for right now, we need to look around.
If people weren't casting, do they want to look like Riven? Do you want to look around? Because if you weren't casting,
I can look around, sure. Can I go over and check out these doors?
Yeah.
I'll try this set of double doors, see what happens. Well, wait. Do we want to trap ourselves if something's in here?
We should do this
We might
in
be
initiative order, though.
I think we're already trapped. I don't think we've rolled initiative order yet.
Yeah.
I think we retconned what we rolled.
right. Okay, I'll try that. Horton, if I can, I'll take a peek behind this door, or is that the next turn?
Okay, so actually, we're gonna play it a little differently. These guys are gonna go down and say the bottom guy says, "Let's go get the boss," and they all leave.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so you're gonna check out this room. You see,
Yeah, we'll just guard this.
a
a
set of double doors that are locked.
Oh, locked doors.
Do our existing keys work there? Let's see if that key works.
They do not.
They do not work.
I'll try to pick them.
Okay, give me a disable device.
28.
I will aid him.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Jeez.
Good job.
I'm gonna take off my hat and put it in my pocket.
I aid.
Okay.
What does that give, Rito? For
Plus 2. 30.
So
I rolled a
30.
natural 20. I was
nice.
successful.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
aid
what's the
Tim,
total
too.
disable device?
30 for the total.
Okay. You are able to open it.
Nice.
Take a peek.
job.
So you go into
Give it
this
a-
room, and the walls of this room bear macabre decoration. Human faces stretched flat over wooden frames by strips of leather or black twine. Each face grimaces in a slightly different expression of pain. Looking down on a cramped room that contains a desk, a high-backed rocking chair, and a low-slung cot heaped with a scratchy-looking blanket. A ladder in the southeast corner of the room leads up to a trapdoor in the ceiling.
So we go up.
Yeah. I've seen
Oh my
these.
god.
Let's do it.
Now, how big is the room?
Well, whatever it shows, they're like.
I don't
I
think you
didn't, did
revealed
I?
that.
My bad. Oh, okay, my bad.
That's okay.
It's just a little office.
Is this a wall down here?
It's a 10-foot catwalk.
I think there's a trap door in here. Watch out.
Well, should we check this
No,
other
that's
door?
through the ceiling. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, door.
Yeah.
Is that door locked too, or what? What's up with that one?
I'm gonna go
So
up.
where are you
Start
going?
up the ladder.
I'm gonna just. Is this
I'll go
another
in.
door at the bottom of the room?
That is a. What is that? Let me just check something here. No, I actually. That's. Sorry, that's my bad. That same door leads to the office, so I gotta reveal a little.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and peek my head up that trap door.
Actually, it doesn't. I don't even know what. Give me 1 second here.
Dojo, I think Glurk and I can stand by the stairs. Maybe you can assist the others in determining what's going on.
Mm,
Glurk, do you mind stepping in here
sounds
so we got
good.
this blocked off?
Okay,
Or even I'll
so
just go here and you can kind of stand behind me and reach over if needed.
Yeah, I can reach around. That's cool.
Little reach around, yeah.
all right. So it looks
Want my
like
tongue,
that
though?
room. Okay, let me do a P-gun reveal here. Did I reveal the whole room now?
No,
No.
I don't
No,
know.
There it
There you
is.
go. There it is. Okay.
That's everything.
It's like another little cubby. Is there more faces on the wall?
Yeah, it actually is. That's just a catwalk, so I don't know what the door is, to be honest.
Huh.
When you say
So
catwalk,
we'll just
that's
say it's a
just
storage.
it's
Let's
another
just say it's a
level.
broom closet.
It's another level above
But you're
us,
So
saying-
like
do you
rafters.
see? Yeah. Well, let me make sure I finish drawing because I had them drawn, but for some reason you weren't able to see them.
Well, we
We
see
can
it
see it
now.
now.
You
So I'm
do see
assuming
them.
this trap door leads up to
Yeah,
these
we see
catwalks.
So this is actually a catwalk here.
Yeah. So this room is taller, right? Like because it is
Yeah,
locked.
yeah. It's like 40 feet tall, and the catwalks are like 20 feet up.
Got it.
I'm gonna go up and see if I can get on the catwalk through this trap door.
Okay. Yeah, you can go up there. Well, no. Or are you going to go through the trap door?
Is the trap door locked? We'll try it.
No, it's open.
Mm.
I'm gonna stealthily peek my eyeballs and look around. Peek in and look around. What do I see?
So you go up and you peek up and you see a you see a little rookery. You see a timber cabinet sits against the northern wall here. Its door is made of iron mesh. Inside perch 3 strangely silent ravens. A table nearby holds a tall, narrow bucket of bird feed, a quill, and a vial of ink, as well as several thin parchments weighted down by a polished rock. You think this is where Ironbriar or somebody was sending messages to somewhere.
I'm gonna go up and see
They look
if I
like
can find
messenger
any
ravens.
I'm gonna see if I can find any messages, like if there's any
Yeah.
written ones, copy ones.
So, yeah, so you can go up there.
Are the birds edible?
Well, I suppose.
Good.
Just had lunch.
They do keep me out. They're strangely quiet.
Okay, so they go up and
Really quick before I go in there, just like either dungeoneering or arcane knowledge or anything. The fact that the ravens are strangely quiet, can I make any kind of check to so they're not acting like normal? I think normal ravens would.
they seem like normal raven, like messenger
Okay.
ravens from whatever you know about them.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go and look for any messages that might be either half written or old ones or any kind of information I can take out of here.
Yeah, so give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Not great. Let's see. Perception. Did you hear that? 17.
Oh, 17. With a 17, you don't see anything.
Well, there's no half written anything on the table or anything. Okay.
Nope.
I think I gave up. Let me see. I
What's
don't
the deal
think
with
I
those
can.
ravens?
What's that, Timmy?
Yeah, are the ravens doing anything?
They're just sitting in a cage.
Uh,
What do you guys do?
Okay. I'm going to look at the rest of the room because I was like specifically looking at the desk, like looking for messages and stuff. I'm assuming that 17 rolls. Can I roll again for the rest of the room?
Yeah, why don't you give me another roll for the rest of
That's better. That would be 27.
Nice.
Yeah, so with a 27, you see, you're kind of analyzing the faces more and the oddments in the room, and you see there's a bunch of victims in here.
ooh.
And you also see a bunch of other oddments in a chest. You see a bunch of oddments of historical nature. You've got books, sea charts, etchings of vast rock formations and dolmens, accompanied by maps, pamphlets, and then some books discussing a forgotten school of magic known as alchemy.
Do I know anything about that? Can I roll a knowledge check?
Give me a knowledge arcana check.
I want to say 19 is my guess. I gotta tell you.
Yeah,
That's right,
you pretty quickly
19.
realize that's complete. Yeah, it's complete drivel. It's total nonsense. You don't know. It's like a pop science.
So at one
But
time,
as you
I would have been impressed.
as you keep digging in the bottom of this footlocker, you see several books. The first is a wizard spell book emblazoned with 2 entwined snakes, one red, one green. And then there's an old and beautifully filigreed tome containing numerous hand-drawn illustrations entitled The Serpent's Pain, Fairy Tales of the Eldest.
Oh.
So that's another thing you guys can look at.
What is that? That's what did you say that was? Was that like a small book or a?
It's a big tome, leather bound.
Okay. I'll throw. Can I throw them both in my backpack or not?
Yeah. And then you also see what else do you find? Oh, you also find a slim volume near the bottom of the chest that looks like some sort of ledger and journal.
Okay. By the way, just we didn't say it before, as I'm doing this, I am assuming that my buddies have told the guys on the stairs, there's a bunch of faces in here. I think it's skin saw men. There's skinned heads and faces. It's gross. Just so everyone knows that we think you're...
Yeah, for sure. You've recorded. It looks like you don't have a lot of time and you're trying to spin through, but it looks like there's some sort of a cipher language that this whomever is writing it is using, and it's weird. You're like spinning through it quickly, but it's a mix of Draconic, Elven, and Infernal characters. It looks like something you'd have to spend some time analyzing. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else you see quickly. That's about all you see. And let's see, who's near the Jill Bar and Glor? Give me a perception check.
6. 11.
Uh-oh. That is an 18.
18. With an 18, I'll say there's a bunch of noise going on, but it seems like The water wheels are still churning, making a lot of noise. It seems like the lumber, the floor below is no longer active, and you just hear some shuffling.
Okay. Vindabar. It seems to have gotten quiet down below. I'm a little worried they might be preparing something. Do you have any way to make sure we know that the skin saw man is associated with stealth and deception? Do you have any way to make sure they haven't somehow gone beyond our normal sight?
Hmm. Do you mean like within the shadow realms or some sort of invisibility?
Exactly. That is what I fear.
I would have the ability to see that. Do you really think that they would have done that with so many people?
I don't know for sure. I actually, if that's the case, Abadar gives me a way to purge that invisibility, but I don't wish to use that if it's not needed either. So I'll just kind of make sure I'm literally barring the stairway, and if somebody wants to get up, even if they're invisible, they're gonna have to kind of go through me and my sword.
Got it. Okay, so you do that, and is anyone else
What-
doing anything?
Are there any windows in this
before
place?
I leave,
Sorry.
None that you can see up here. There were a few windows that have been glazed over downstairs, and there are shafts of light coming in, although by now it's getting to be near sunset.
Tech
So,
magic
real
picking
quick-
anything up on the catwalks, anything in the room, anything.
that's what I was going to say. The room I'm in, I was going to do detect magic too. That was what I was going to do too.
So you do detect magic, and you don't sense anything other than the faint magic coming off the spell book.
Quick
And
question. The rookery, obviously there was a window for the birds to fly in and out of. Is there a window? Was there a window?
No, the rookery was like a tower. Like, think of like the tower of like a castle.
So-
like
so
at
it was
the top
outside.
of a castle tower. Yeah, so it was open air.
Okay.
So you
So
could
when I
like
was up
stand
there,
up there, sit down at the table, write something, give the message to a raven, and it would fly off. Kind of Game of
worst
Thrones.
case scenario, could you jump from that tower into the water, the river below, water below, if you had to?
It would be. Let me think about that for a minute. It would be a.
4-story.
And given the situation where it is in the building, I guess you could jump south and maybe miss the pylons, and it would be about a 50-foot drop. Well, no, it'd be more than that because this is 40 feet tall. So it'd be like an 80-foot drop. Probably a 100-foot drop, realistically.
All right. I'm not going to do that.
My friends, I think we have seen all we need to see here. The only question is, do we wait for them to come to us, or do we go down to them? We know that they're up to no good. They were trying to prevent us from finding the evidence of their murders and foul play. We have someone's spellbook. Whoever it is will be anxious to find it to get it back. So again, do you think we should wait here, or should we proceed down?
I feel like, I mean, I don't want to fight on the steps, but I feel like one floor down is one less floor we have to fight through. If there's no one on that floor down there, can we take a peek, or can we send the bird down there
So
to
this,
see?
what is this section?
What's that?
This.
So that's like, yeah. So as far as I could tell, all of these, if you look by the stairs, they're basically open to the ground. As part of the operation. Let me just double check and see if they specifically talk about it up there on that level. I couldn't find anything. Let me see one more time. It's kind of weird. They're describing the inner workings of this place and not doing it very well, but my sense is that sections of each floor are open air for the lumber to drop through with ropes and everything, and I think that's what they're trying to depict there.
So we could like
So we
maybe
don't
seal
see
And
down
if
anything.
if
you
we
look at
wanted
where
to.
they are on, yeah, if you look at where they are on the first, second, and third stories, or the workshop being the third story, they would all lead down to that ground floor room where the wagons were.
And there's ropes
You
hanging.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't hear anything on the floor below us, right?
So maybe let me try to re-visualize this for you. The room you're in now has got a catwalk with an office that leads up to a rookery. It's got a bunch of lumber, sawdust all over the floor, almost a foot deep. You've got workbenches here and there in the room. The surfaces are cluttered with saws, hand drills, planers, and other woodworking tools. Okay. And then you've got these sections in everywhere where you see something like this, you know, and then in the lower level, that's like a clear drop to the lower level, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
John or Horton. So,
Yeah.
well, quick question: the catwalks. How do we get up to them, or are we on them? I guess I'm confused by the catwalks.
Yeah, that's a good question. So this here, if you look in the southeast corner, that door will say, it doesn't depict it well with the doorway, but basically, let me color in where the catwalk is. I'm just gonna say, because their description is kind of horseshit here, which I don't know why, because they're generally good. But we're just gonna say this whole thing is a catwalk, and we'll say this leads up to it. It's only 10 feet tall, and then it goes up to these 20-foot high catwalks across.
What is the purpose of
Where
this?
the
Do you think?
machinery, it looks like they're doing something with the. It looks like they're doing something with the lumber, storing it up here in spots, and then they're dropping it and doing something with it, and then planing it. Or there's ropes from downstairs where it's planing. Maybe they're pulling it up and finishing here. It's not really clear. None of you are millers. But what you can say is each of these catwalks is like 6 feet wide, and up at the top, we'll say there's stacked lumber along the lower level and up here.
Okay. Based on John's suggestion, I'm going to use my wand, which is my bonded item, to cast Detect Invisibility on myself. And then I'm also going to cast Invisibility on myself. And I'm going to pop down the steps, sneak down the steps, and check out the floor below, and see if I can see anything. Invisible with
Okay, so you go
Godspeed,
to the
Chauncey.
floor below, and that is D5. That's the room with the log splitters.
Yeah.
There's 2 large log splitters and saws set up over the openings in the floor. So I think the way of thinking about this is those 4 openings here have saws over them. And it says another pair of openings is fitted with winches and ropes to raise and lower uncut lumber from below. I'm guessing that's these. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And other than that, you don't see anybody or anything. It's quiet. It's quiet on this level now.
Did we check this room and this room? Did we check all the room? Did we check this room?
Yeah. That is just a storage room here, and then this door leads to just the main area.
What about this room?
That's a storage room.
Okay, so
and
two
I
storage
can,
rooms. Gotcha.
I get the sense that no one's on this level, right, Horton?
Yeah, that's correct.
It seems safe. Come on down. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go down.
I'm going to start going to the next level.
Okay, so you guys all come down. Everybody coming down?
Yeah.
Okay, put yourselves where you want to be exactly. Oh, you're going down to the first story, Bruno?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Don't go down there yet. Because I just cleared this. I'm invisible and I have detect invisibility. Let me go down and let me sneak down and see if it's clear. And like the fewer levels we have to fight through to get out of here, the better.
Okay, I've got Riven, Dojo, and Jilbar on the top level, and I've got Finn and Glurk on the second level. Is that where you guys all want to be?
Jilbar's supposed to be in front of me.
Yeah, I'm having a little technical difficulty. My computer froze.
All right, I'll move you. Where do you want to be, John?
Well, so Chauncey, you're going to check out the second level, correct?
Yeah, the low level below.
He's already in the second level and didn't find anything.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check out the first level. I'm gonna.
Okay, so I'll be on this. Please put me on the second level. I don't know what happened here.
Okay. What about Riven?
Wood, you asleep?
I'll just bring him.
Yeah.
Okay. Dojo, you're gonna stay in the third level?
No.
Everybody's dead.
Yeah, we all died.
Put Dojo in front of me and Ribbon.
Well,
Yeah.
we were about to have a gigantic battle, but then everybody left. We don't know where they are anymore.
Well, I think we still are.
First story.
Yeah, I'm gonna so stealthily sneak down the steps. I'm invisible. Still have detect invisibility on. And I'm gonna peek down there and see what I can see.
Okay. Go on down. So you go down to the first story, and are you gonna open that door up?
So no one's on the landing.
Sure. Nope.
This one right here.
Sure, if you wanna.
Okay, so that's the lumber collection level. And
let's put one of our beefs by the steps though, in case people start coming up. Yeah.
Jilbar's always in front of me.
And just as a reminder, this is a large storeroom as you open that door again, Dojo. That's where you initially met the cultists or lumber people or whoever they were. This large storeroom is filled with stacks of timber, firewood, and other finished lumber products waiting for shipment. A network of pulleys on tracks covers the ceiling, ropes dangling here and there to aid in the shifting of inventory as needed. Machinery churns along the south wall, while nearby, two chutes fitted with winches allow lumber to be hauled up from holding pools below. And those were those 4 cabinet rooms, I'm guessing.
Oh.
And 4 openings in the ceiling lead to the upper floor. Chutes extend through each of these from the log splitters into the room above. Under each opening is a collection bin. Now, when you go in this time, there's nobody in here that you can see, Jill.
I'm gonna peek in with detective visibility. I'm gonna look in. Do I see anyone in there?
No.
All right.
It's the strangest thing.
It is the strangest thing. All right. I think we should go down one more. I'm gonna sneak down one more step. Same thing. I'm still invisible. Still have detect invisibility on, and I'm gonna see what I can see.
Okay, so you're gonna go down to the main room where you guys first came in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you go down there and no, nobody's here. You guys gonna do anything?
Nobody moved the cart?
Yeah. As fate would have, the cart is moved and the door's been opened. Well, you assume you don't know if the door's been opened.
But the cart's been moved out of the way of it.
Yes.
I think now is the time to investigate the basement.
Okay.
I agree. So we got
Okay, so you're gonna go down into the basement.
Chauncey, get in there. Check it out.
All right, I'll check the basement.
All right, the wheels are
there.
still churning. So you go down the stairs outside, and
So we're outside now, right? We're outside the building.
yeah. So do you see where I'm putting you?
Yeah, I do here, right?
Okay.
Do I need a P
All
gun
right.
reveal this room?
Well,
Did
is
I
the door
reveal
locked?
it?
Is the door locked or not?
I'll reveal the whole thing. The door is no longer, or actually, let me think. Would it still be locked? No, we'll say it's not locked for ease of use.
And empty.
Well, you want to open it?
Sure.
Okay, so you open it and you peer in, and there's some ambient light coming from the setting sun through the water and through slits in the wall. Basically, it's a place of mist and noise. Four immense water wheels churn steadily in the northern part of this huge room, or large room. While to the south, whirring belts of leather gears, pulleys, and thick ropes spin and churn, using the eternal motion of the river below to power pistons that rumble along the southern wall. So you're getting a sense of how this whole thing works. And
See
it looks like,
invisibility?
yeah, does anyone want to do a perception check?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
detect
I'll also
magic.
do it. Yep. So there you go.
No, yep, no magic, no
Yeah.
invisible creatures.
That is a 13 for Jilbar.
I did not give a good perception.
30 for Finn.
Ooh, 24.
Okay, yeah, with a 30, you can see that it looks like there's levers at the west and east ends of the four water wheels that at some point probably were emergency stops, but it looks like they've rusted in place. And you're not quite sure how you would stop these wheels at this point.
Let's
But
get out of here.
you also see that the room, the actual floor looks somewhat hazardous. And it looks like it's wet and slimy, and you see footprints that seem to be very carefully walking on certain planks and not on others. You're not sure how safe this room would be to walk through.
No, I don't like this room. Let's go. Let's just get out of this. We got what we came for.
Where
Let's
did
go.
all the workers go?
Let's talk about that later. Let's go.
Well, do we feel like we searched everything in this place thoroughly? I mean, do we want to go back through with a? I mean, if we're not under threat, take some time and do some
Having
perception
heard
check.
what Chauncey
I'd like
said, do we think that there might be something going
So
on in
as
this
you
room?
guys were
Because all
kind of
these
going
people went
outside and
somewhere.
going down, as you guys were kind of going out and going down, you see the sun is setting now.
I think we should
And
go.
Did we see?
I'm
sorry.
Let the DM talk.
Yep.
And you're not really quite sure what happened. The whole thing just seems kind of discombobulated. You're trying to get your bearings and figure out what the hell's going on. You presume that these workers left. You highly suspect that they're cultists. You don't know how they fit into the whole puzzle. Do you guys want to try to read any riddles
When you said it doesn't look
in
safe
the
to
main
walk,
level again?
when you said it didn't look safe to walk, what did you mean? In this floor?
It's slippery. It's slippery.
It's not only slippery, but parts of the floor look like they're have loose boards and things that go in, that might be hazardous to walk on if you weren't an experienced hand in this room.
I mean,
And
the whole thing is,
was this door locked?
it was
Yes,
not. Or it was.
and I just retconned it because yeah.
So we got through
And
it.
then
No problem.
yeah, I just don't even want to deal with it. But bottom line is, it had been locked. The first floor that you initially came into, well, I'll say no more. This is where you're at.
So
What
really
do you
quick,
do?
I think we should search this building again thoroughly.
Yeah.
I agree.
We're
Since
not
we're-
under
Which
any
building?
danger right now. Somebody could
Yeah.
watch, from the
doors.
outside.
Can
And then I would suggest we do something with these ravens too, because if they're homing ravens, maybe they can. If they're intelligent enough, maybe they can speak. There's a lot of
Seem like normal
potential
ravens to
there, I
me.
would think.
Well, here's
Really
the
quick
thought.
Yeah,
question.
normal ravens are.
What if they're trained to go to certain places? What if we sent one or more of them off and tried to see if they go somewhere where we can see where they go?
have Atticus
Especially
chase them.
since we have a raven that can follow.
Oh, that's
the
a
other
great
raven.
idea. Yeah, Atticus could follow one
So-
of them too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That sounds dangerous and nerve-wracking.
Timmy and John both get a Quaker point.
Ooh.
Oh,
Interesting.
What for? I'm so confused.
Uh,
What'd you guys do?
for sending Atticus after the Ravens. Let's do it.
okay. So first of all, we should check through.
We're gonna take
level.
we're gonna take a 5-minute break here. I'm gonna give you guys a minute to get organized. My only clue is maybe you guys need to fall back on some more meat and potatoes role-playing approaches, micro approaches as you continue on. That will be my cryptic clue.
I mean, if we're gonna search this from top to or from bottom to top again, I guess my one question on this room is if we can see the footprints that are the safe places to walk. Like it looks like someone's been walking here. I mean, these water wheels are rusted shut, so they haven't been maintained really. Or I mean, the levers have. So where are they walking to? I guess that would be my question. Is it worth following those footprints to see what are they doing down here?
My part two is if this is just a business that's a front for, basically a cult, do we sabotage it before we leave it or burn it to the ground?
The other thing to remember is you're in a sawmill. I'll say no more.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, there's a lot of
Not sure what
lumber,
that
so
means
burning it
either.
to the ground might be an option, but it is also in the middle of a city that would draw a lot of attention here. And we kind of there's evidence that there is something totally nefarious going on here that, we don't want to take that evidence with us. It's probably worth letting someone, the officials of Magnamar know. But how do we effectively do that? I don't have a good answer for that.
Yeah,
one.
we don't know who's good or who's
Right,
bought out
exactly.
here too. Yeah.
So
But
I guess
I think that the Ravens, so go up level by level, search each level thoroughly, and then we can try sending the Ravens off and having Atticus follow and see
Atticus.
where they go. Yeah.
And he can follow invisible, so
Yeah.
do so
You'd think it
surreptitiously.
would be safe. Yeah.
before we
We
leave
gotta
this
find
level, I want to follow these footprints. So quick question, Horton. Do the footprints look like they're going somewhere, or do they look like they're just maintaining the water wheels? But when you're saying
No,
like
so
this-
the footprints look like people are carefully walking in certain areas to navigate and maintain the water.
okay.
I'll be right back.
And
I'll use the restroom.
are you guys going to try to go on every level?
Yeah, I think
Think
so.
so.
I think we'll just investigate everything. Yep.
Okay, so where are you going to start? The first level again, where you walked in?
Yeah,
Yep.
just work our way slowly back up, and yep.
Yeah.
Well,
So as you go in the first level, everybody put yourselves where you want to be. Starter.
we should put Beef by the door though, just to like.
And somebody should stay and watch.
Give me a perception check once you're in the main level room.
Like the
I
first
wanna
level?
see-
Yeah, where you walked in. The one Chauncey's in. And everybody else move yourselves where you want to be. Ribbon's still in the second.
Yeah, Ribbon seems to have disappeared.
I'll just move them in here. Glurk and Jill Bar's peeing. I know he would just come in here. You guys can situate yourselves how you want in this room. Glurk, I assume you're
So
coming
I
in.
have see invisibility for 30 minutes. I'm assuming that's still up for a while yet. 'Cause we kinda-
That's fine. Does anybody doing a perception check in this room now? Keeping in mind, the last time you did a perception check in this room was when you first walked in.
I am with see
Yeah, for
invisibility.
sure.
Up.
26.
Dojo's gonna do one.
Okay,
21.
26 is good enough.
32.
Oh, that's even better, and that makes sense. Dojo and Finn, Finn for your hyper senses, and Dojo just with your skill. You guys are trying to, you're focused on the ground, and as you see a puzzle is emerging. Now, granted, your footprints are mixed with theirs, but there's a ton of foot traffic that is here that wasn't before, and the advantage you guys have. What I meant by the comment about it's a sawmill is, what does that mean? There's a lot of sawdust.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of footprints.
So, yeah, and a lot of fresh footprints, right? From the upper stories, because they were in rooms that were full of sawdust. So you just see a clearly, and if you want to analyze without that high perception check, you could see the gates were longer. So these guys clearly moved the wagon and then were kind of rushing them out. They were running out, getting out. So it's clear they left. You don't know anything more than that. There's no more riddles to be solved in the ground. If you go up to the first story, same thing. Second story, same thing. Third story, and the rookery, I'll let you guys spend more time on if you want. And I think one of you or some of you said you want to go back up to the rookery. So
Yep.
I will hand wave so we don't pull our pud. First and second story, you don't find anything new, but the footprint was the main clue.
Yeah, I think we leave guards kind of on every level in case people come up that we can run up. Like, we don't all need to go up to the rookery.
Okay,
Well,
so everybody
I mean,
position yourselves where you want to be.
I think
don't like
that we
that?
should all stay fairly close together. Now we can have one guard at the top, at the base of the level, but I don't think we should leave two people downstairs because we do know
No.
these guys are, like darkness, assassination, etc.
Yeah.
They're
No,
some
but
sneaky fuckers.
So we
Yeah,
guard
I
the
mean-
entrance here, and then people do the
Yeah.
rookery shenanigans.
But I think the entrance
I
should
wanna-
actually be to the fourth or the third or fourth floor, wherever the rookery is. I don't think we should have guys all the way downstairs separated from the rest of the group. That's just my thought.
Oh, so we all go
I
back
mean-
upstairs again? I'm okay with that.
I just swallowed my own spit. That's embarrassing.
Gross.
Just choked myself. A pickle,
Dude choked on a pickle.
I think.
Yeah, it's not even code.
All right, so is everybody where they want to be?
Sure.
Finn, you're in the front door? Okay. Dojo and Riven are guarding the front?
Sounds
no,
good.
they should be up. I
Okay.
thought they were going to be up there.
So start telling me what you're going to do.
I think we're just letting the Ravens go, and then we're getting out of here.
Well, we
We'll
don't
do it.
let them
Well,
all
we need
three go
to
at the
role
same
play
time.
that a little bit.
Right.
We'll do
Yeah,
a full search of
who's-
this floor, and then if nothing's going on, go back up to the rookery.
Okay,
Yeah, we did
so
a pretty
let's
good-
start with a full search of this floor.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm actually gonna be on that floor.
let me comb through this one more time to make sure I'm not leaving anything on the table. Give me a perception check in that office, Finn.
Okay. And I am actually going to use have an ability that I gotta pull it up here. It is basically it's gonna allow me to re-roll this if I don't allow this. So I'm
Okay.
gonna take that roll. It's a 14 and a natural 20. I'll take the natural 20 and that's a 33.
Damn.
Oh, nice. So, you notice a few things more. You see that there's a fine painting depicting a city carved from a vast frozen waterfall with towering ice cathedrals and domes. And you think this painting's worth a couple hundred gold at least,
Do
just
I
as a
recognize
sidebar.
the story behind it at all?
You don't.
Okay.
And then you've got the books. That was Chauncey did a good job on those. There's a lot of riddles in those books, but we'll set that aside for now because this isn't the time. You see a. Let me think about this. No, we'll do that later. You find another. No, I'll do that then. Sorry. Well, everything is tied to these books and me just randomly telling you. Yeah. So you don't find anything new except for a bunch of creepy stuff I already talked about. So you're probably focusing on the rookery at this point.
Okay.
And then when you go up there, it's same deal. It's there's a perch. There's a timber cabinet sits against the northern wall here. Its doors made of iron mesh. Inside perch 3 strangely silent ravens. A table nearby holds a tall, narrow bucket of bird feed, a quill, and a vial of ink, as well as several thin parchments weighted down by a polished rock. What do you guys want to do?
Feed the ravens. I'll give them a little bit of their food just to get on their good
Okay.
side.
So you do that.
Does it look like there's a spot where they're released from? Is there does it?
Do you have like a? Yeah. Do you have like a? Do you have like a familiar that is a? What's your familiar? What kind of creature is it?
It's a celestial raven, I guess is the best way to put it. I mean, it
Okay. Is it with you? I wonder. Does it speak?
Yep, he does.
Does it speak? Does it speak the language of the raven? I wonder.
Should, right?
He speaks Thessalonian, I believe.
But I think can't familiars speak to their own kind? I thought.
Does anybody have a speak with animals spell? God, do I have to hit you over the head with it?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
But I thought familiars could talk to the animal of their own kind, can't they? I mean,
He can speak to the dead, but he can't.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just
And he
being
can
a
speak
dick.
with me.
Okay, so you can't speak to these things. What else do you want to do?
But I think he's. I want to say. They speak like celestial, infernal, abyssal, celestial, and infernal.
Yeah, that
For
ain't
their
gonna help.
natural language.
Okay, so setting that aside, do you guys want to do anything up here?
Well, yeah. So Like, is there a release point for these things? Is there like a little landing, or is it open on all four sides up here? Or how are they released
No, there's like a
usually? Does it
cage.
look
You would
like
just
they're
open it. Yeah, it looks like
and
you would
let them
probably
go?
open it and then tie
They
the
can fly
message to
out.
the bird and let it go. Yeah.
So
We'll say you've mastered the process by analyzing it for a minute.
let's let one of them out, and that way, if something happens, we still have options. But let's let one of them out, and then I'll let Atticus know. Follow this dude, and then we'll just send it out and see where it goes.
But
Okay.
should we write a message on there like we're coming for you?
Mhm.
No.
No.
That's what
Okay, so
Rick would do.
you release the raven and it swoops down for a second and then it starts flying like immediately towards some direction. What do you do?
Okay. I'll let Atticus go after it, and report back to me once it's landed.
Okay, so how does this work with Atticus? Is it like you watching through like a telescope, or
No,
do you see through
unfortunately,
his eyes, or?
I'm not that high of a level yet. I just get a sense of his emotions. He's intelligent enough that he can understand the plan. I mean, he's got 10 intelligence, so he's smarter than your average bear, but not brilliant. But certainly he can understand, especially simple instructions like go. He understands the plan of what we're doing. He can do that and execute it, and then can come back or let me know kind of
He's smarter than Glurk.
what his sense of the situation is.
Okay, well,
Yes.
so I think the easier way to do this is you let it go and give me a perception check as you try to follow it with your eye.
Okay. Is perception is 21.
Okay, barely made it. So you're up high enough from a position of enough prominence. You see the raven swoop, fly. It actually swirls and then flies north, and then it swoops under the ear span. Like, remember the old Thessalonian broken bridge to the north, and it alights atop one of the tallest towers under the ancient stone bridge, the Shadow Clock.
I'll share this with everyone, or since no one's around me, I'll share it with myself, and then make a note to share it with everyone. Yep.
Okay, so
then
you share it with, and then as you're kind of finishing up, we'll say now it is Ian, and it's almost completely dark now.
Before we go, can I let a second one go and see if it also goes to the same location?
Yep.
Okay. Does it?
And
does
it
it go
does,
there?
yes, it does.
Okay, then I'll let the third one go just because it shouldn't sit there by itself. And then let's go.
Okay, fair enough. So you do that. Okay.
Let's get out of here.
So, yeah. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Go.
I think we should go back to the Howling Gale, but I do want to like. I don't know what the best way to do it is, but I want to tip off whoever we think I mean, we really don't know, but I feel like sending someone from the authorities here might be useful.
Yeah.
Wasn't that ranger guy that was there? Wasn't he? Was he somehow associated with the law? What am I remembering?
Well, there was Davern Hosk's brother who was one of the captains in the Magnamarian Guard. So maybe we could send a message to him and that, hey, there's some things happening at the 7 sawmill that should be of interest to the lawful Magnamarian forces. And we don't, like, we could just send that, and then if he, like, because there's all those skin masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, if they get there and there's nothing there, well, no harm, no foul. We just make an anonymous tip, but put it to his attention.
I like that idea.
And yeah, and then you know, if he gets there and gosh, there's skid masks, okay, well at least somebody legitimate knows what's going on. Or
Yeah.
is alerted to the Seven Sawmill being a source of terror.
I like it.
But as it goes higher
Right,
up, it's just going to
so-
end up at the Ironbriar anyways, right?
Tough but fair.
Quite possibly.
Okay,
but,
so yeah, go ahead.
no, well, what were you going to say? Because I don't remember Davern Husk's brother, but if he's back in town, he'd be the person I'd try and alert somehow, or we should try and alert.
Yeah, he was the captain of the guard. Well, at least he was, depending on the politics. You assume when he got back to Magnamar, he might not be. He might in prison now. You don't know. Because he defied the envoy. Okay, so you guys are gonna leave now?
Do we want to like investigate the basement at all anymore? I mean, it was dangerous, but do you think there's anything else?
No, that just seems like a way to get in trouble.
All right.
All right, so how you're gonna leave through the main entrance? It's dark now, and we'll just say you start walking. Let's go back to that map. You guys should have it in your art handout of the city itself. Do you guys remember that map of Magnamar? I think I shared it with you.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So you guys have a kind of a long way to go here. So you're down near at the Seven Sawmill, and if you recall, not a very long way, but a fair amount of long way. Do you guys remember where Crispin's place was? In the northwest section of Beacon's Point. So you guys probably have, like, once you get across the bridge, you probably got like, you know, couple 3 miles of leg in it. Is that right? Oh wait, no, I've got a. No, it's not that far. It's not that far. It's only about a mile.
Yeah.
So you start going, and are you taking any precaution?
Well,
Well, I
going
assume
back
the
in disguise,
Glurk
right?
and Findabar are back in costume.
Mm-hmm. And wearing condoms.
Huh?
Right. Are you all going together?
Yeah.
Safety in numbers, or at least within
Yeah.
eyesight of each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I tend to
well,
agree.
Wit, are you all okay? So you're separate by how many feet or yards?
I mean, it's
10
dark,
yards?
so probably 10 to 20 yards max, because we don't want to be moving as a group of 6, but we also want to be able to see each other, or at least see the pair in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And Glork, do you still have the pram?
Yeah, I parked it outside, and I assume it's still there.
Okay. So you guys start going, and you're trying to be careful, and you're kind of staying far apart, and you get across the bridge, and you get about halfway there, and you see a patrol discussing, and there's somebody whistling, and they're kind of like, there's a captain of a patrol or a lieutenant, and dispatching people to go in this way and that way. Everybody give me a perception check.
That would be a 27 for Jilbar.
I got a 19.
30.
Damn, bro.
I know.
Jilbar and Finn, I don't know if anyone else rolled, but Jilbar and Finn, anyone with a perception of over 25 will say. You guys kind of hear a muffling. They're somewhere near here. They can't have gone far. They're in disguises. Remember, baby, young girl with a baby, and he starts describing you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Go, go, go! And you see about 12 guards go.
12 guards, what? You broke out.
Oh, you see like a dozen guards breaking up and going a different direction, like patrol.
Ugh. Which
What do you
direction
do?
are they? Which directions are they headed?
They're going every direction.
Mm.
You just happen to get lucky and kind of see like a local, you know what I mean? Like they had gathered and the lieutenant was giving them information. You happen to pick it up.
And I had a disguise.
You're
as once
about
per day.
half a mile. You're about a half a mile from Crispin.
Well, I mean, depending on how the city's set up, is there a way to, kind of go via the alleyways and try and make the rest of the way to Crispin's without being in the main thoroughfares?
Yeah, you can try. Are you guys going to stay together? You all know where Crispin's is from here. Do you want to split up or stay together?
That was going to be my question. I mean, the two people with the hats of disguise can easily change their
Yeah,
disguise like that.
if anybody tells me I
You can
didn't
only-
Well, is that once per day?
I didn't even
It is
perceive
once
that.
per
I don't
day.
think so. Is it?
So we
But
could
they
go
can
out of
change-
disguise
Right.
because
you
they're
could
not
change-
looking for. Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, are you guys all gathering in like an alley to discuss this? What are you doing? Because this is happening in real time.
Okay.
I'll probably
Should we
just drop
split up?
disguise and keep moseying along. Yeah. Yeah.
The question is, do we want to split up?
I'll just
Yeah, that's-
butter. See you back at the stash.
Okay,
you're
so
going?
Finn's his looks like himself and he's gone.
All right.
What's everyone else doing? Got to tell me right now.
Glurk is
Split
gonna
second decision.
Glurk's gonna take his axe and cover. There was a cover on top of the pram. I'm just gonna kind of like make myself hooded. But I'm gonna take my hat off and be Glurk, but hooded with my axe covered. Trying to cover
Okay.
myself up.
You do that,
A
and
little
you
bit
start.
shady.
You go down a different street. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
What do you do with the pram?
I'm just gonna dump it wherever in a garbage somewhere. I don't know where we can put it somewhere.
Well, you throw it in a dark alley. That's the best you can do. All right, Dojo.
Be sleeping.
I'm not
Ribbon.
sleeping.
I will, I guess, follow Girk's lead and try to look casual.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fly
you're
casual,
trying to
shoot.
look casual,
Shoot my weapon.
and you're going a different direction. Or are you following Glurk?
Yeah. I'll kind of wander off so we kind of look a little more broken up.
Okay, so you're going to wander off a different direction.
out,
Dojo.
I'll hang with the pack. I'm just 11.
Well, there isn't a
so-
pack. They're all breaking up. What are you doing?
But you could follow someone stealthily. I was going to do that too. So at least two of us,
Yeah.
like some of us are doing it.
I'll follow stealthily.
Who you follow? Glurk,
I'll follow
Rito,
Glurk.
or
No.
Okay, so you're following
Glurk will get in the
Glurk.
most trouble. Yeah.
Glurk like trouble.
Okay, so you're following Glurk.
Yeah.
All right, Jilbar.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast in an alleyway. I'm gonna cast Fly, which adds to my movement. It significantly, it doubles it. And going through back alleyways, I'm going to be at ground level but flying. So basically, I'll be, moving at double speed but along the ground. And obviously, if I see somebody in the alleyway, I will no longer fly. I'll start walking again. But basically, it just gets me there quicker.
Okay. Dojo, you're moving stealthily, right?
Correct.
Well, I think we're all trying to be stealthy.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Good lord. That's a 38.
Oh wow. So we'll just roll that. I mean, it's probably presumed you'd have the best luck doing something like this, and you rolled high. So we'll say you get back without incident. Glurg, give me a stealth roll.
I am
Well, he
rolling
was
at
following good.
I'm rolling at a -2. So 17.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, okay. That's not bad. You're okay. You get a couple of people looking at you funny, and you're nervous as hell, but you kind of evade and you don't see a guard, and you get back. Jill Barr.
What do you want me to do?
Give me a
Stealth check.
stealth or
He's
survival,
flying.
whichever's better. Oh, that's right. You're flying. So
Yeah.
which is better? Actually, I can look
Technically
myself.
survival.
You see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That is a modified 12.
Okay. Okay, so Jill Bar, you're flying. You think you're doing great and all that, and all of a sudden, you kind of rounding a corner, and you just through luck you see ill luck. You see a patrol going by in the street over, and one of them glances at you. Fuck! Hey, really? I just saw something flying by. It looks like them. And they start running and whistling, blowing their whistles. What do you do? You're about 400 yards from Crispin's place.
It's full dark now, right?
Yep.
I'm going to get behind a building and fly straight up to the top of the building and then go to ground.
Nice.
So I want to get somebody
Batman
in between them and me, go up to the top of the building and just land up there for enough time for them to pass by. And then I'm probably going to start flying from one building to another to get out of the area.
Nice.
Okay, so that's a great idea. So you do that, and you see them running, and you hear them running off. Chauncey! Sorry, another Chauncey. been hitting the old nippy again, eh? Ain't nobody here. I could sworn I saw one of them. And fuck up. And then they start going the other direction.
And then I'll carefully start making my way again.
Yeah, and we'll say you get your way back. Finn.
Okay. Stealth?
Finn, let me look. Yeah, what's better for you? Yeah, you could do a stealth.
Stealth. Yep. 12. Same as Jilbar.
Okay. Do you think you're moving along pretty good? And a door opens up, and a mom and a young boy come out, and the boy says, "Hey, man." And just as they're saying that, you kind of look, and then you see across the way there's another patrol going by, and let's just see if they notice you. They do not. You got lucky.
Nice.
Are you gonna say anything to this kid, or just keep going?
What did he say now?
You broke
Hey,
up.
Mom, creepy man. Who's that tall, creepy man? Me?
Okay, who's that tall, creepy man? Okay. Sorry, I'm just here to collect the rubbish, and I'll keep moving.
Oh, come in. Come in, Daniel. We don't like to talk to strange men. And then they slam the door shut. All right, so we'll say you make it back, and is that everybody? Who'd I miss?
Me.
Chauncey
Ribbon.
and Ribbon.
Oh yeah, Ribbon. All right, give me a. What do you got here?
My stealth is better.
You got
so.
a stealth? Yeah, do it. Do it.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, wow, 20.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you get back. Okay. So as you guys
Okay.
are all getting near,
Wait, can you
you
guys
see
hear me or not?
Crispin.
Hello.
Well, now
Hello.
we
I
can.
can.
No, I didn't hear you at all. Oh, Chauncey, we didn't do you, did we?
No, I've been saying
No.
Chauncey. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we couldn't hear you. Let's see. You're pretty. You can do. Oh, your stealth is awesome.
Yeah.
So just try to get back. Give me a stealth check.
Don't fuck it up.
26.
Yeah, you get back with flying colors. So as you guys kind of streaming in on your own time, you see the guy who initially had got you in those wagons, Crispin's agent. You see him outside, and he's just sort of like shepherding you in. Come on now, come on, quickly, quickly. And you all get in, and it looks like Crispin has shut the place down. Nobody's in here, which is unusual. And then he brings you back to a back room, and Crispin's there, and he looks worried, and he's like, "Oh, thank God, thank the gods you made it back. I had to beg her off and say we had a problem with the airlines and shut early just because I didn't want anybody seeing you come in. Oh, by the gods." And you guys are all, you can sit down now. The curtains are all shuttered, and he brings you some ales.
Yeah, but
and
the
some
ale lines
cheese
are
and
fine,
bread.
right? We can still get some ale.
Yes, it was just a ruse. Don't you worry.
Ah, great.
How about a fresca?
Yes, we've got Fresca just for you. And so he sits down and he looks peaked and he says, "Got bad news for you lads. The whole city's out looking for you. I don't know what you did, but they know about your disguises. It's at Ironbriar, I wager." What happened?
Well, we made our way. We checked out the Foxglove Villa, and then we made our way, based on what we found there, to the 7 Sawmill. And we decided to go for an inspection, and it turns out it seems to have been a front for some sort of skin sawman cultist activity.
Yeah,
I knew it. And he slams his fist on the ground. My intelligence told me so. You've proven. So did you get them all? Did you kill Ironbriar?
No, Ironbriar was not there, and his minions chose not to fight us. We actually made our way to the top of the building first. We found some very interesting things, which perhaps we need to study and find out where they lead us. We also found heinous, foul evidence of the cult's activities in the form of human faces pulled taut into those leather masks that they wear.
Yuck.
Oh my God.
We were thinking.
Did you guys take any of those for evidence?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, no, because we don't want those
Disgusting.
on us.
They were
because that could be
unclean.
used against us potentially. Yeah, if there was someone we could trust in the guard, perhaps they could still get there, but my guess is those will be cleaned out. Frankly, we didn't want to carry those in case that could be used as incriminating evidence against us. But we do have some things we found there, including, we don't know whose it is, but we actually found someone's wizard's grimoire or spellbook, and we also found some other books, and we may have another lead to go to, which is the Shadow Clock Tower as well.
Heard some nasty things about that place. Some say it's haunted with monsters, flying monsters, and other crazy tales. I don't know if I buy it, but there may be something dastardly going on, and I'd be willing to to wager 100 gold that it's got iron briar at the other end.
It does seem that all things lead to Ironbriar here. But
Yes, but
we
we've got a bigger problem. You weren't able to bag him, and it sounds like you might have some evidence that you may want to go through, but the whole town is hot now. They're all looking for you. The jig is up. We're gonna have to change your disguises and come up with a new way and come up with a plan. We need a new plan.
Well, for the evening, perhaps we should get our rest, and in the morning we can study some of these tomes we found and see what we can find.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. That sounds like fair counsel. I'll tell you, boys, I thought you were done for. Good to see you alive. Oh, at least well enough. And then he, kind of, where your rooms are. Do you want to tell him anything about the gold or the stuff you got? How do you want to? You gonna put it in your room? You gonna trust him with it?
Yeah, I don't
Well, I
trust
mean,
anybody.
it's 2,000 coins. Why wouldn't we just carry it?
Okay. So you're gonna carry
Yeah.
it.
Now we may want to communicate, like, at some point we are hoping to get some things. We may not be able to do that while we're trying to finish this off, but can we talk to him about our shopping list just to get that into his ear?
Absolutely. So this kind of rejiggered some things. I had originally thought you were going to go back there first and then do that, so that kind of brings you back here anyway. So you've got that. You've got, if you want to talk to him about Hosk, you find out that it's a sad tale. He got back to Magnamar, and no sooner was he back to get a cup of tea than they clapped him in leg irons, and now he's in the hell for treason. Though I don't. Seems like enemies are everywhere.
Gotta
So
like that guy.
he's in prison. What was the name of the place you said?
The hell's the worst place you can be in
The
Magnamar.
hells.
And believe me, boys, it leads up to its reputation for pure evil, horror. I spent many a year there. Well, no, he didn't actually. I've spent a few nights there, and it was like a lifetime. The poor soul.
Sorry to go back just a little bit. This platinum that we're just carrying around with us, these 2,000 coins, do we think that's less than 10 pounds and less than 2 cubic feet?
Probably not less than 10 pounds.
Well, if we split it up.
Well, sure.
Right. I'm just saying, I have a small bag of holding that can carry 10 pounds and 2 cubic feet. If we want to hide
Yeah, it
stuff
weighs
in.
about 40 pounds. It weighs about 40 pounds.
All right.
Um,
Then I'm hiding my money.
and yeah.
Then if it's split, my money's hid. All right.
So in terms of, you guys are kind of in a, well, you could go to bed, sleep it off. In terms of gameplay, though, you're pretty sure that the Seven Sawmill is the headquarters of the Skin Saw Man and its cultists. That much you're certain of now. You've got these books you can pour through. You've got a shopping list. Your wanted men again. A lot to think about. Are you guys going to set a watch? How are you going to handle that?
I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should.
Now, if we think that's the headquarters, do you think? I mean, it didn't seem like a
and then there's the
headquarter-y
Shadow
kind of
Clock
place.
Tower that is kind of looming too.
They didn't have any like summoning circles or any weird stuff for a cult that we saw. So it didn't seem like that evil of a place, other than the stop.
Well, except for the dozens of humanoid faces. That seemed pretty
And
evil.
cultists.
Yeah. But other than that, it seemed like a sawmill.
Alleged cultists.
So they did a good job.
Well, okay, you guys can chew on that, but are you going to set a watch?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should. Findabar, do you want to take the first watch with me?
Surely I will do so.
I'll take third watch.
Yeah, I'll take the last watch.
So
Okay,
Glurk and Ribbon on middle watch.
No, I need to
Excuse me,
sleep.
Dojo and Ribbon.
Yeah.
Which technically, Ribbon probably needs to sleep too.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's cool.
Okay, so whichever watch, let's see, let me think about this. Dojo. What watch are you on?
Second.
Okay, Dojo's on second watch. What watch are you on, Chauncey?
You can Grandma will get out.
I think
I'm on third watch. Sorry.
Third watch, yeah.
Okay, Dojo. You go to sleep and you kind of pass out right away. It's been a long day, and all of a sudden you feel like you're back. You feel like you're back in the sawmill, but it's by yourself, and you're kind of creeping around, and you get up to that top, and you kind of stealthily walk in, and all of a sudden you're about halfway through the room, and a bunch of cultists jump off the rafters, and they've got the skin saw masks on, and they surround you. And then emerging out of the rookery and coming through that room and walking to you is this hideous snake lady, and they start holding you down and chanting, and she comes up to you and she says, "Oh, is the time to join us? Oh, is the time to reap your soul?" And she pushes, and she like grabs her, she thrusts her hand into your heart, and you just feel the life draining out of you and
Wait a minute,
pure terror.
Can I get a jump on this? I'm on watch with him.
No, this is when he goes back to bed. Whenever this is a dream.
Streaming.
Oh, this is a dream. I was
And
like, what the fuck? Okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
And whoever hears this, Dojo just starts saying, "No, no," and you see him sweating, and then he just starts, "No, get out, Jeffrey!" And then Dojo, you reach up, and actually, who's on watch when he's asleep.
I am. Ribbon.
Well, which
Ribbon
watch?
needs to sleep.
Third watch is.
It doesn't really matter. Whoever's who's up.
Glurk and I
Chauncey
are
and Glurk.
Okay.
Okay, Chauncey.
Oh,
Chauncey, this makes sense. Chauncey, you know you had a nightmare, so you kind of go up over there to try to, out of hearing for him, and you go
Dojo,
up and you start shaking him, and the second he does, both of his hands grip around you and start choking, and he's actively choking you, and Dojo, play this out. So Dojo, you think you have her by the neck, and you're trying to choke her before she sucks the life out of you. And all of a sudden you wake up and you open your eyes and you see Chauncey and you're choking him. What do you do?
No, you are not my enemy yet.
And I'll release him.
No, I'm your friend, Chauncey.
I don't know
Okay.
what that was all about. Apologies.
Oh no.
And that was just okay. So you release him and
friends.
What's that?
Everything is better
Yeah,
when you're
exactly.
part of a team.
So, all right. So how do you feel? What do you do now? So you guys, other than that, the night passes uneventfully. Dojo, you didn't really get a good night's sleep. You're still very troubled by this. Do you share the dream with your friends in the morning?
No, I'm gonna sit on this.
Okay.
It's
You
just a
sit on
dream
it,
after all. No.
right? Okay, so in the morning, Crispin's got a nice spread laid out for you. And you go down and break your fast, and he says, "Oh, boys, there's a lot to discuss today. What are your thoughts? What's the next move?"
Well, we need time to study some of the tomes and papers that we found at the sawmill. If we can stay holed up here, I think that is the most important thing for us to look at before we do anything else.
Yes, I've got you off the trail, but I'm gonna have to open. I'm gonna have to open the tavern at noon, and you're gonna have to stay in the back, incognito, as it were.
We need to find a
And we're
way
gonna
to
have to.
get around the city.
Absolutely. If later on we decide to venture
You'll
out,
be confined to quarters. I'm sorry to say, boys. Confined to quarters. You see what I did there?
yes, yes. All right. So who can we have start going through these papers and that spell book?
Yeah. So, you tell me. Probably your magic users, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I
Um,
wish we had the professor here. He was really good at this kind of stuff. So I guess I can try.
So you've got the spell book with 2 entwined snakes, one red or one green, that contains spells, obviously. We can go through that. That one's more straightforward. The second book is an old and beautifully filigreed tome containing numerous hand-drawn illustrations entitled The Serpent's Tane, Fairy Tales and the Eldest. So you can go through that, and then there's the ledger. So technically the ledger is a cipher. So does anybody speak Draconic, Elven, and Infernal, and or any of those?
I speak Draconic and Elven, and Atticus speaks Infernal.
Let me see what I.
Perfect. So Atticus and Finn DeBar, you guys could be working on that journal, perhaps, in the ledger. And if you're doing that, it makes sense that Chauncey would be going through the spell book. And then this other one is probably could just be gone through by anybody, really. It's in it's in common, but in older
Are we
form
talking
of
about
common.
the ledger and journal?
No, the ledger and journal is being gone through by
Finn.
By Finn and Atticus.
Okay.
The spellbook's being gone through by Chauncey. The Serpent's Tane, Fairy Tales of the Eldest, is the one that it's an old comic, so it's really just anybody who wants to spend the time can do that.
Maybe Riven and I can go through that.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't know how to read.
Yeah, I could.
So you go through that, and you guys spend the day, and we'll say spellbook straightforward. Think straightforward for you, though, Finn. You think you're going to need quite a bit of time. First of all, do you have linguistics, or does Atticus?
I do, yes, and Atticus does not. Or, he does, but it's not great.
Okay, so we could say you could aid. Let me just check here. You're going to need 2 days to go through this, and I need give me a linguistics check, and Atticus can aid.
with his aid. Okay. So that's plus 11. I rolled a 19. That is 30.
Perfect. That'll do it. And
Perfect.
because you got a 30, what is it?
Is a 30 with Atticus. I'm plus 11, and I rolled a 19. So yeah, it's a 30.
Okay, so you needed a 25. So we'll say with that, you can knock it out in like 18 hours.
Okay.
So you're working away on that. Going to John or to Jilbar and Riven. You kind of go through this book, and it's a weird fairy tale for a set of fairy tales of the eldest. The book presents tales of the Tane, the most feared of a group of notorious fae known as the Twisted. Goliaths of war and madness dreamt and stitched into being by the eldest. The Tane are said to be terrible to behold, and the stories speak of them stumbling into mortal lands where they ravage kingdoms by creating firestorms, crushing heaps with their feet, and eating dragons. Specific Tane described include monstrous creatures like the Jabberwock, a thing of scales and fire and crushing fury, the Thrasphere, also known as a dreaming hill of the dark, a chimeric monster wrapped in chains that the book claims took part in the 3,000-year War of the Eldest, and the Sard, the storm of insanities, a thing of boughs and briars and misery, an ancient witchwood elm given life and hate by the eldest. And you're going through this, and you're kind of agreeing that this is what it says. You're not sure what the hell it means, but give me a appraisal check, Jilbar.
Okay. That is a 10.
Yeah, you're not sure, but you think it's worth a lot of money. It's a rare tome, and we'll say Chauncey, when you're taking a break from the spellbook and you come over, you know about this tome, and you know it's like what would be the analogy? It's like the Necronomicon type thing, and there are some collectors who would pay a lot of money for such a beautiful edition of this. So that's that. Okay, spellbook. Chauncey, give me a spellcraft.
Don't fuck up. You're muted, Johnson.
Chauncey, you there?
Boy.
Huh.
There he is. Oh, he's got us on mute.
There he goes.
No, yeah. Hey, quick question.
You're in a can again.
He's talking in
It's
the
been
can again.
compromised.
Can boy.
Can work.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I'm not sure he's talking to us. He's hearing
Yeah,
the
Inside the room.
He might be taking a dump.
I'm talking to you assholes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Now-
Yeah.
What the hell?
Now we got you.
I think it just takes I have a really old computer. I think it takes a while.
Oops.
Oh no.
Freaking Wi-Fi.
Oh Jesus.
Chauncey.
All right.
Freaking Wi-Fi.
Real quick question though, Rita. What if happens if I do fuck up? Like, I just can't read it, or?
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
ruin
it just will be another day. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Sounds good. Where the fuck is the roll 20? All right.
Nice.
It's 14 plus, I want to say pretty high. Let's see. 27?
Nice.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, here's what you find. This spellbook contains the following spells. Blink. Blink, Cat's Grace. chill touch,
Ooh.
enlarge person, fox is cunning, grease,
Yay, Grease.
haste,
Grease.
Juicy.
lightning bolt,
Damn.
Nice. Wow.
mage armor, magic missile, scorching ray, shocking grass, shrink item,
Weird.
spider climb, and finally web.
Some good stuff.
I only got about
And
half
then-
of that. Dude.
I got it.
Okay, thanks.
And then the ledger, you haven't fully figured out what it is, but one thing in your early translations you're figuring out is that you read the words from Ironbrier's hand, you presume, lovely Zanisha has stolen his heart and provided him with a new method of murder.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You got that so far.
Okay.
Is the spell book written in the same hand as the ledger?
That's a good
Yes.
question.
So we've got
Interesting.
Wizard.
Ironbrier's spell book.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you
So,
love that.
I don't know what level. What's the highest level there? What level is it?
Haste is 3rd level, so he's for sure.
Yeah, but he might be multi-classed. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure he outlevels us.
Pretty sure.
For now.
For now.
Actually, I take that back. The spell book is not in his hand, but the journal is. Well, they're in different hands.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I read that wrong. All right, so there's a lot of shit going on. You get the sense that you had a chance to confront the Skin-Side cult and Ironbriar, and it slipped through your hands for some reason, and that's made matters more problematic for you. In the city, and just in general. So, what do you want to do?
Huh.
Well, we
Retcon,
tried
go
to
back.
confront them. Yeah, we tried to
Yeah.
confront them, and they wouldn't fight us.
They
Shit.
ran
Yeah.
like cowards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is how do we get around the city first, and then what do we want to do? So, like, I don't mind going back and confronting them.
Oh.
Well,
Let's
but
see
what
what's
does going
there.
back do?
Well, we wouldn't go back there, but we could go to that shadow tower or clock tower.
The Shadow Clock, yeah.
You
Yeah, I think
you
that
do
out of
know
town.
that. Yeah, you do
Bad
know.
hometown.
I'm going to give you this much, just to keep our narrative going. We'll say you spent all day at it, Finn, and you had a breakthrough near the end of the day. But the book does reveal that Ironbriar has visited Zanisha dozens of times at a site in northern Magnamar called the Shadow Clock.
Zanisha.
Hmm.
Let's kill her.
Okay.
Let's kill all the people that he loves.
So it seems like she might be pretty high up. You suspect that since. So here's what you guys have to figure out. You suspect the Skin-Side cult headquarters are clearly at the 7th Sawmill. You see that Ironbriar had his office or hideaway there. You've taken books of his ledger, so now he knows, or if he finds out, he knows that you know everything about him. He's working in concert with this Anisha, who, remember, wrote a letter to Alder and Foxglove, seeming like she was kind of in control of things. And she seems to be at the Shadow Clock. So I think you guys just have to decide if you're going to try to re-confront Ironbriar and his cultists, or if you're going to focus on the Shadow Clock and risk confronting both groups at the same time.
Mm.
Or if you're going to try to do some sort of reverse split and see what this niche is all about and confront her potentially, and then Ironbriar. All the while, you've got to know that the clock is ticking because Ironbriar now knows that you've been there, you've taken something of his. Now, if there was a motivation of his to destroy you, it's just augmented. And there's probably palpable evidence of that the patrols are already looking for you under the new guise, which makes you suspect that whomever had been on your tail has somehow gotten that back to Ironbriar, and he's been able to dispatch orders.
Could we use the general to set a trap? Is that even an option? To have them come to us?
And then in the background, John, I know you wanted to buy some stuff that might be useful to roll that into all this with all this new information. Because maybe you could get some things that would help you.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, I don't know if this is our focus would be getting cool new shit while we're hiding in our rooms and trying to figure out next steps.
Yeah.
Well, you do know that Zach or that Crispin probably has connections to get you whatever you want from your room. Just to throw that out there.
I like to call him Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not far off. Just give it in the city at least. You also have, which we never got to, John. I'm sorry, everything just went so off the rails.
No,
we'll begin with the next.
Yeah, next session.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. We also have that connection of yours, John, and you guys. So there's that looming in the background. But basically, this puzzle just got way more complicated than even I expected it to be. I thought you guys would confront the cultists as you ran into them, but when you kept going up the stairs, then that kind of put me in a weird position where, to your point, like if they know you're at the top level and they can only get to you in small groups, they're not stupid. They're just going to do a tactical retreat and this is your assumption. And so if there was a chance to clear out the ranks of the cultists and perhaps lure or catch Ironbriar there in the midst of it, you think that is passed. Whether them knowing that you're coming is going to change the calculus, I'll have to think about it and you'll have to think about it. And then there's the clock tower. So everything just got a lot more complicated.
One question, would it be worthwhile to see if we could get some help to survey these places? Because we know the areas, but we get recognized, right? So could somebody else go kind of scout the shit for us during the day?
That's a great idea, and that's a Quaker point.
Oh wow, sweet, thank you.
I think you could make that work with Crispin and his little urchins.
There you go.
Definitely.
Let's do that.
That's a great idea. So we could say, the next day you wake up, you're talking, and Crispin's like, that's a mighty fine idea, Ribbon. I've got some folk who I can send, and we can keep an eye out on the Shadow Tower and the sawmill and just see who's coming or going. And then he disappears and comes back in a few minutes and says, "It's in motion."
Very cool.
So you got that cooking.
So what do we find out? Because I feel like we're kind of at a standstill until we find some things out. So are they watching the seven sawmill and the shadow clock to see levels of activity and what's going on?
Well, you presume so, yeah.
So what do they find out?
Well, it's not that simple. This isn't a video game. So that just was in line. You guys seem to want to, or maybe you don't care or want to make any decisions, but you have the ability to buy things now. I've tried to make that clear. You have a puzzle to solve with the city and how you're going to move around the city. So do you guys have any ideas?
Well, I guess we could deepen our disguises, or could we get some, do we have any spellcasters that can really disguise us? I don't know, brainstorming.
So the seven sawmill, you assume it's the next morning. You can, we'll say that the shadow clock is a harder nut to crack and it's in a dicier part of town, but the seven sawmill will say a couple hours later, one of the reports comes back in that that cultists were seen going back in. Well, not cultists, workers were seen going back in there. It's a new work day.
Mm-hmm.
The shadow clock isn't as clear. They will say a report comes in a few hours later and nobody saw anything. At least not at this point.
Well, a couple thoughts. For the group, I feel like there's a chance they don't know that we know about the shadow clock because they don't know we have the capability to follow the ravens. And if we know that the cultists are at the seventh sawmill, I think I would say the shadow clock is the best lead right now. To me, Horton, for you have my list. We've already gone through it. We also know that the group wants a bag of holding. So I don't, you tell me how far that goes in terms of Crispin being able to find those things and how quickly he can find them in the current environment. But
yeah,
group,
you can get all of that immediately, like within the day.
But for the group, do any of our magic users have an illusion spell that is low level that you could use because we have the hat of disguise. You can two of us can immediately be disguised as something else. Do any of our magic users have like a minor image spell or something we can use to have a little bit better disguise than we currently have?
Suppose we could always buy a scroll of it so we can get any kind of whatever that we're looking for.
I have minor image. I just don't know how. I have to look at the spell to see how to cover up a group of people, right? And like
the other thing is, John sent me a shopping list, and he's already had the conversation, and I've approved it all. And I know you guys are using some funds to get a bag of holding, which I approved. Does anybody else have a shopping list that they want to send me between now and the next
I'll send
time
you a
we
couple
play?
things.
If you do, you can assume it gets done. If you and I agree on it at the beginning of the next session, you'll have it. So just to put that out there. And I would say at this point, obviously, we're done for the night. You can come up with a plan in the next 2 weeks. It looks like you probably have the general direction of the sawmill or the shadow clock in one or the other, or both in some order. Well, obviously, eventually both, but I don't know if you want to go back to sawmill. If you want to go the shadow clock instead now, and you want to work on, disguises. You've got the connection in Magnamar, or potentially, I don't know how relevant that is short term. You can probably assume that, well, you can't assume anything. You have to decide. One thing you guys have to figure out now is now that Ironbriar knows that, now that he knows that you've been there, and he knows that you know that he knows that you've been there, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
How would he act? What's he going to do? So that's all. Does anybody have any questions, thoughts?
I don't think so.
Well, for the group, do you guys lean towards going back to the sawmill or going to the shadow clock? I mean, I've said
Shadow
which way
clock.
I fall, but how does everybody else feel?
I think the shadow clock. We haven't really checked that out, right?
No.
So
I'm kind of the opposite.
just
Yeah.
going.
If we can strike
okay.
a dagger in the heart of one of Ironbriar's loves, that's what Glurk wants to do.
I guess I lean more to the sawmill, just because that's a known entity. We know the layout. We know that. We have people watching it. We can set a trap. Maybe we can pull people out. We can thin out the cult a little bit and maybe get rid of some people if we do it smart. And we don't know the Shadow Tower. Sure, they know. I mean, they don't know if we've cracked that cipher yet or this or that. So I don't know. I guess I lean a little bit more to the sawmill, but
The one thing I'd say is that if it wasn't a trap before because they weren't alerted, we kind of have to assume that the sawmill is a trap now.
Right.
That's my
but do we have to go in it?
Yeah, but
We're
by
burning
that
it down.
logic, you could say the shadow clock will now be a trap because he knows that you have this. He assumes with the characteristics of your group that you probably broke the cipher and found out about Tanisha. You know what I mean? You could play it both ways.
Yeah, I just think that the sawmill's a known entity, or we can burn it down and chase them out, or this or that. Or I mean,
I was just gonna say, burning it down seems like so we could smoke them out.
Yeah, but we didn't find anything there except for evidence of a cult, right?
No,
Well,
and you see, it's a working sawmill. They're working enough to at least keep up the guise that it's a sawmill. So you don't. So you could sabotage it. You'd have to. You kind of know the general concept of the layout and the dynamics. You don't know what that would get you. Lighting it up would run the risk of lighting up other buildings around there. I'd have to analyze that more. You might not care about that. That would send a message to Ironbriar, and you guys already marked, so maybe that's not an unacceptable risk. You don't know, I guess, depending on how you did it, when you did it, would the cultists be caught in there? Would they get out? Would it accomplish anything other than to destroy their hideout and infuriate Ironbriar more? Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. You don't have a clear understanding of the connection between Zanisha and Ironbriar, other than that he seems to be professing love for her, whoever she or it is. You don't know what would happen if you got rid of the sawmill. Would that smoke him out? No pun intended. Would it? There's just a lot of interesting questions.
I'd say.
Do we feel like that the cultists we saw, from what we know of the cult, that that was probably the extent of them, or is it a much bigger organization? Do we feel like if we killed off the people in the sawmill? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
That's a great question. No, it's a good question. You think that those would be like the most fanatical, who are completely dedicated. You don't know how far the tentacles of the cult go throughout the city. But that's a second order problem. I mean, this is where you get into like military operations and mission creep once, you start a an operation and new information comes up or something happens that you didn't expect, is maybe reviewing what's the goal here. Is if the goal is to destroy Ironbriar, that's one thing. If it's to extirpate the Skinsaw cult from Magnamar, that's a different thing, right? You see what I'm saying?
I just want to take
Yeah.
down Ironbriar.
That makes sense.
But
Yeah,
we
and you
keep
kind of,
the-
the head of the snake and all that. Zanisha is the thing that's really an unknown entity. Is there a risk of going to the Shadow Clock without getting rid of the Seven Sawmill or the cultists? You don't know. It could be better, it could be worse. You do know the ear span where the Shadow Clock is part of town that is sort of the Underdark, has been completely abandoned by law and order. So it's a seedier place, wherever that's.
Hmm.
So a lot of interesting angles.
Mike,
I mean-
Bruno, you guys have been quiet. What do you think?
I'm with Till. I think it's better to get these cultists out of the way before we deal with. I think Zanisha is going to be the big bad, so that anything that makes that fight go easier, I think, is better.
Yeah, it's sort of the old. If you're operating under that theory, then it gets back to the old. Do you want to take out one of the flanks so you don't get caught in a pincer move later on type thing?
What if
Yeah,
we
with
turn?
10 guys, it seems like it's
What if we turn
dangerous.
the sawmill into our trap instead of their trap?
Mm,
Keep
Spicy.
talking.
I don't know.
The other thing, yeah, I mean, I think those are all great inputs. It's just kind of whether you want to go. If you operate under the, if Finn's assumption is right or Rito's assumption, metagaming is right, that the head of the snake is Zanisha and not Ironbriar, that's an interesting question. We don't know, but if it is, then there's that other layer of, maybe it's more efficient to take her out. But if you do take her out, it'd be interesting to try to figure out the relationship between Zanisha and Ironbriar. Clearly, he's at least written in some sort of what he thinks private journal that his love for her. It's very spicy.
Well, I mean, the one thing about the sawmill is this time we're operating from we know anybody who's there is a piece of shit and we want to kill them.
Yep.
Which we suspected this time, but we didn't know for sure. So we could just go in, kind of guns blazing, and just try and clear the place. But then the question is, how do we get there and how do we get out? Because the worst case scenario for the sawmill is we go in and slaughter everybody, and then the guard shows up with Ironbriar in charge of the city guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
now
that's a good
we look-
point.
That is very good idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing to reflect on is, and I'm talking outside the box because kind of depending on what you guys decide, I'll have to come up with. So it's not like set in stone at this point. But you do, if you look at where the Seven Sawmill is, it is on water. It's an island.
Yeah. Could you?
So there's also that option.
Could you say where it is on the map again? And
It's
where
on the map.
And
It's
where
labeled.
we are?
It's labeled on the map. It's toward the south. It
Which
says
way?
the Seven Sawmill, and it's on a little island.
Oh,
It's
on the
actually
island?
technically it's a. Well, technically
we're
it's
in
a islet, or what do you call this? Not a peninsula.
Yeah.
It's got a bridge going, like a bridge going through it,
And
which
where-
connects
So
the land on both
Where
sides.
are we?
So we're in the northwest corner of Beacon's Point, so maybe we
Mhm.
could do a marine operation.
Yeah.
Right,
That's what I was
and
thinking, too.
yeah, and if
Get on a
there's ever a
ship.
man, remember Crispin was, what was Crispin in his last life but a sailor and a bootlegger, right?
Well, and we got Captain Riven Mar. So
Exactly,
maybe-
that's right.
Yeah, so maybe
What?
that's the A game, is to have a ship take us there and back, so that once we've slaughtered everybody at the 7 sawmill, we don't have to cross the city. We can just jump right back on the ship.
I like that.
Now
Oh,
you're
that's a good
thinking
idea.
outside the box. And you could kind of maybe turn it into like a Navy SEAL event, midnight. Well, not midnight, because you don't know, do they live there or whatever, and you could surveil it to find out if they ever leave. There's a lot of things you could do, but let's just
Yeah.
operate under that idea. Is there a way to stealthily get you guys there, under cover of night? It would be an interesting question.
Amphibious landing.
Yeah,
That's a good
amphibious
idea.
landing. You see there's docks nearby. Would it be, do you have to go directly to it? Would there be a way to dock nearby and then swim to it? Is there a way up and in that, like, you got to be careful you don't get sucked in by the water mills? That's something to factor in, the water wheels. A lot of interesting angles. But even if you were to dock somewhere, like if you could get Crispin to find a quiet place, pay some people off, whatever, and even if you were to be ferried in and dock close, then that gets around the whole need to go through Magnamar, right?
Yeah, I think that might be a good way to attack the sawmill.
I like it.
Yeah. So we just need
Okay,
to.
so if you guys decide that you want to do that, then I'll prep that. The shadow clock will be prepped too, but if you change your mind, but in terms of non-metagaming, you guys could talk to Crispin about any list of things other than John's that you need, supplies, and also supplies to help you in the mission. And then he can get to working on, now that he knows your idea, putting together a battle plan. The other thing you guys might want to think about is, what's your timeline? Because now, you get two. Is it better to wait a couple days so you get more time to surveil and organize, and kind of lay low so like he doesn't know if you left or whatever, or is that more dangerous? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I would say we get a little bit of surveillance, little bit of intel, and then we attack.
Yeah.
Also, are you guys thinking of like a day or 2 or 3 days, or because you could see it either way, right? You could be like, if we lay low for 2 or 3 days, they're looking for us at some point. The resources, they've got to move on or downplay it, however long that will take. And then the other way to look at it is like, do you want to see some patterns of what this cultists do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you've done an attack, or you've presented yourselves. If you disappear for a while, at some point they're going to have to lower their guard and get back to schedule, because they don't know if you're coming back again or if it's in a year or 6 months. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we want to surveil for a couple of days at least, because if we decide to take the sawmill, I think that's still on the table. But if we did that, that might, like, would we want to get potions of water breathing and swim in from underneath, or would we want to get potions of fly and fly?
That's a great point. Yeah. Yep.
Or get scrolls of fly.
Yeah. So when we get a plan,
The top.
Those are all. Yeah.
We can get a list.
Right.
Question
and
is,
you probably don't want to get too close directly to the water wheels, but you could you could use either of those and get to a nearby dock by the bridge and just kind of cross the bridge at night or something.
Yeah, I don't know that we need to spend money on scrolls of fly, but I think that the idea of taking a ship with our between Crispin and Riven, I think we've got exactly the right people to get us there and back. And we don't want to we dock nearby and then we just do our assault and get the hell out.
So
yeah.
So
the other
I would
place,
say if everyone likes this idea, I'd love to settle on an idea. So next time we can just be go time.
I think it's a good idea. Another small question is, how far is the other place? I'm sorry, what's it called again? The
Shower
The
Not the
shadow clock?
sawmill, but the
Oh,
other
that's a great question.
shadow
Yep.
clock.
Yep. Good question. Yeah. So let me
How
show you
far
on
away
the.
is that? And is it any chance it's close to the water? Maybe we could like hit one and then kind
Well,
of
it
jump
is.
back in the
That's
boat.
the interesting
We
thing.
could
If
kind
you
of.
guys go back to the map, do you see? Go back to the map that's labeled, the one I shared with you tonight, and it says year span. It's like northwest of Beacons Point.
Irespan.
And then there's like
Okay.
a cutout in the map, and it shows the shadow clock. Do you see how it's cut out in the map, and it's like drawn to a circle? It's in Underbridge.
Okay, hold on.
So Underbridge is like the slum. Do you have that, Hollywood, in your journal? You
Well, I'm trying
should.
to open it right now.
Okay. So if you open it, and if does everyone see it, because it's in the Underbridge, and if you remember from what I told you about Magnamar in general, the Underbridge was, where is it written?
This map is kind of blurry.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to see.
Can you click on it and open it?
Yeah, I'm zooming
Like
into
I
it,
can
but
click on it.
it's not very high resolution, so it kind of breaks down.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I'm on a huge screen,
I don't
but
know.
well, suffice it to
So where was it?
say,
Is that the circle that you were talking about?
yeah, you can also go to Magnamar's districts. I just shared it with you guys
Just to know.
in
Oh,
in your journal.
Slack off.
That's in there.
I'm not
Underbridge is
sure I see
also
it.
just the area. The area it's in is more commonly known as the Shadow. Underbridge is Magnamar's most dangerous slum. Nestled in the perpetual gloom under the ear span, this district is a haven for criminals, smugglers, and even monstrous predators. So you got that working for you. Even if you just go, if you can't see it on the handouts, just Google Magnamar's districts and or map of Magnamar and with districts, and it should come right up. And it's the ear span and Underdark and Shadow Clock. But suffice it to say, it's on the water too, but it's in like the ear spans. Obviously, it's a broken bridge, and under it is the Shadow Clock. So that would be, you know.
I will say that Chauncey grew up in the slum of Rags End, and he doesn't like to go into Underbridge because it's too seedy.
Yeah, that would make sense. So that's another thing to factor in for whatever it's worth. All right. Well, hopefully everybody's got enough information. I'll operate under the assumption that you're going back an amphibious landing to the Shadow. What we can do is, if you tell me how long you're going to surveil, I can tell you what you see, so we can get that out of the way.
Yeah, I don't know.
One
We
day,
should just do like a
2 days, maybe, huh?
2 days. We
I'd
gotta
say
get
2 or 3 days. I mean,
we gotta
will we
procure
be
a
getting
boat too,
reports
right?
every day, right?
We gotta
Yeah. So
we gotta surveil and then make a plan and then get supplies for the plan, and which includes a boat, and then
Yep.
attack.
okay. So we'll say in terms of the actual surveillance, we'll say Crispin's people are doing that for you, and he's getting reports that over the next 2 days, the cultists are coming and going on a pretty regular schedule. Nobody's seen Ironbriar in there, but Crispin points out that because of his high profile in the city, anytime he has been going there, he's probably going in there invisibly. So you wouldn't know, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah, it
right.
does.
Because he wouldn't want to be seen there. So you're not going to get that information. But you do know the cultists are coming and going and operating the mill still, so. And in terms of the shadow clock, we'll say in the next few days, you see occasional ravens flying in and out, which is news in of itself, but no other movement, no other people going there. But again, that's with, street urchins and people who aren't sophisticated as you guys. So that probably sets up any questions you have. I would say in the interim period, I'll operate under the assumption that you're doing this loose plan. You can tie up loose ends. You guys can get me the list of anything you're going to buy, and let's just do that off. So then the next time we play, you guys can kind of just tell me exactly what you're doing, and then we can just start doing it.
Wang ahoy.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Wang Chung.
Any
All right, Wang Chung.
Any questions?
Well, so our next scheduled time is 2 weeks from tonight, which I think is like the 3rd or the 4th.